though. In my defense, I
What the heck does that mean?
Oh my God. It means that some girl was cheating on her guy with him.
Yeah.
In my defense, I didn't know.
Wait, homemade? That implies that she's married. Is she married or?
Yeah, but it's a loose term now. It's a no. It's a loose
Come
term
on,
now.
it could be a loose
No.
term.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a loose term.
I thought
she
you
wasn't
said,
married.
yeah, she was married. I was like, whoa.
Wait, so how did you? I want to know the story now.
So like, it was like I went to a bar with my friend or whatever. And
Hold on, I'm sorry. Like, it's only because I want to hear the story that I'm gonna tell you to hold on until after I land because I can't fucking hear anything.
All right, that's fine.
What?
Let's wait till we die. Let's wait till we die.
Right.
Just wait till we
Focus
die.
on the game.
Alright. I landed so
I see
high.
one.
Focusing on the game that some girl was playing with him.
Alright, I see a
Hey,
couple
I'm
At the
spots.
red brick house.
I'm going far house over here.
No, red brick.
Red brick.
Never mind.
No, Joey, don't go red brick. Joey, don't go
Okay,
red brick.
no?
Ah, shit,
No.
where are we
Oh
going?
my god, me and Joey are so fucked.
Dude, you guys fucked me because of that,
me
dude.
and Joey are gonna get wrecked.
No, we're not.
Bro, no. What are we doing?
I got nades.
Oh my god, that's all we need. Oh my god, give me a gun, please. Please. Oh my god, a shield. That's perfect. Stick him.
Are you guys okay? Somebody came in my house.
Oh, there's someone over here. Stick him, bro. Stick him. I'm shielding. Oh, well. We did not have a gun. If y'all can come get us, that'd be chill.
You need help, bro?
Hey,
I'm fighting people.
Joey, come crawl over into the house.
Here, pick him up right when I heal you, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna go help,
Yeah,
bro.
I got it. Joey, come into the house.
There's people at the house on
Joey,
top of you.
come into the house. Oh my god.
What happened? Did you try to jump?
This is like the most trash game ever.
No, I can't! I'm walking on the way!
Joey, wait!
Oh
Joey,
my
wait!
gosh.
Joey, wait!
No,
Joey,
no.
wait! Joey, wait!
So what's he at, dude?
Dude, where is... Yeah, I'm coming.
That's risky. It's risky.
Dude, I hit him.
Where is he?
I'm going to the roof.
Watch this.
Dude, I don't have a gun. What happened?
That was literally fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's the guy that got me, thank you. That's the guy that got me.
I still don't have a gun.
Oh, the rocket launcher. Bro, this gun's up here. Here.
Dude,
No!
Joey, how did you not hear them coming?
I looked at it. I didn't hear them coming behind me though. I thought they were like in the house.
I think, so a problem we need to...
Brendan, are you here? I accidentally backed out.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Not that much. Just
How you been?
chilling.
How's your walk?
Trying to... just hanging in there, fighting.
The tweet that you sent us was deleted, whatever it was. Anyway.
Really
Wait, what tweet?
I don't know, he sent it in the DM, in the group DM.
What tweet?
Rock,
What?
I have a slight bone to pick about your very animal activist hurricane self.
My what?
Yeah?
Your very
What?
animal activist hurricane self.
Hurricane?
Yeah,
What?
you don't remember that tweet?
He retweeted another one.
Okay,
Like, I'll be honest, bro.
what
If
is
it's
so
my life
bad
or
with that?
Kiki's dog or Kiki's life, like dog. If it's
a
Diego's
dog.
life or Kiki's life, if it's my mom's life or Kiki's life, or if Kiki's life will some way impede on my mom's life.
Or his
Like,
own life.
Joey, the tweet is not directed towards people that fucking. Do you understand what evacuate means, Joey? Evacuate doesn't mean that there's literally the hurricane is right fucking there. It's ripping their house apart right now. They have time to evacuate, Joey. It's not like it's there. They have the time, and if they have the time, yes, bring your pets with you. Bring your pets. The one was linked to a freaking pole. And
what are you arguing about?
Dude. He's saying that if it was someone else's life, like a human being, like his owner or his mom, versus a dog in a hurricane situation, he would rescue himself before bringing the dog, because I retweeted something that said, don't leave your pets behind. But the point is when you evacuate, the hurricane's not up your ass, the hurricane's about to be there, and they have plenty of time to prepare. Personal belongings, especially pets.
So would you save the dog or save the person? Or save yourself?
If it came down to it, okay, let's say I didn't evacuate or whatever, like an idiot, then yeah, obviously you're gonna have to, I would choose my mom or myself, but the point is these people are evacuating way before the hurricane hit.
Yeah,
these
bro,
people have been out of there.
I choose the dog. I choose the dog, real talk.
No, I'll be honest. Like yes, I do see the point of view, but like, I think a lot of the times, like, I think the
mom
can't walk.
Why did Joey put your mom on the chat?
See, Joey, like, you know, I think you misunderstood like the whole scenario.
But like, no, like, think about it though. Like, what pet owner wants to leave their pet behind, right? No one does. So like, yes, while I believe there are some pet owners who just like, it's too much of a hassle to take my dog, which is like kind of lame. But I think a good chunk of them, maybe not the majority, but a good chunk of them were people who genuinely, for some reason, just couldn't take their pets with them. And because they couldn't carry, I don't know, the dog food, maybe the dog.
Well, look, I hear you, and I hear you, but like the tweet isn't directed towards those people. I mean, we only get so many, you know, characters. At least what I take from it is you have the time, pick up your dog and take him, or her, not. You motherfucker, I know the house is on fire, but you gotta still grab Fluffy! Like, you know what I mean?
No.
That was so loud.
I'm saying the people who evacuated. Like, I'm talking about the people who evacuated with time, with everything, but they just, for some circumstance, couldn't take their dog. I believe there's a lot of those people who planned and everything, but they just couldn't.
Bad circumstance. That's, that's the point. That's the point. You could have. You definitely could have. You chose not to for whatever reason, and it wasn't a good enough reason, is my point. Whatever the reason is, it's not good enough.
That's what I disagree with you. I believe that, dude, like, if let's say, like, you're gonna have to evacuate into one car, squeezing in with 6 other people, 7 other people, that only a car that fits only, you know, 4 or 5 people, like, I can't take my dog with me, like, and I'm not just gonna stay behind either, and like, I gotta, like, you never know, you know, like, I truly believe, like, yes, I agree, I think there are definitely people who suck and who are, you know, leaving their dogs behind, but I feel like they're more in the minority, because can you imagine, dude, like, the people who like left their pets behind? Do you think the majority of people, like, whether you're conservative, liberal, like, I think one thing that us humans share is, like, we love pets and animals. That's how we have them.
I agree with you, so, but like, the only problem is that's probably such a small percentage of what you're saying that it can't really
no, I believe that's the majority. Actually, that's what I'm saying.
I disagree. I think you're using the same argument that people use with rape about abortion. You're saying, abortion is bad. Well, what about rape? That's what your argument right now.
The only reason I'm saying that is because look at how many dogs there are, how many pets there are. Do you believe truly that there are that many?
I don't know how many dogs or pets there are. Do you? Do you know how many?
Like, based on
like
the pictures,
ratio?
based on all no. How many of them are like left? Like, from what I've seen, from like what's being at least reported, like in this very twisted, very biased news media source, which was Twitter. it at least is making it seem like there are tons of dogs on the streets, and if that is the case, which I believe that it's very likely that there are a lot of dogs and cats on the streets in the water.
Okay, so you think that they are being left behind for the majority because there's a certain circumstance. I think they're being left behind because knowing the nature of humans and just people, I think they don't want to be inconvenienced by having a pet. I think that they do like their pet and love their pet, but at the end of the day, they'd rather not be inconvenienced with having to take care of a dog now while being homeless. I think that is what people are doing, and that I don't agree with. You have a pet, you're responsible for that pet.
Well,
and
I would make the argument that a pet is more likely to survive without you than it is with you.
What?
When dogs are, how do you think
a domesticated animal is going to survive on its own? No, it's not.
You think a homeless human, dude? Honestly, dogs, like, dude, we're talking about an animal here for a second. It's an animal who personally, I'll be honest, and this is, I know it's gonna like stir a little bit, but I don't believe animals have lives. I know, like, biologically, yes, but I believe biblically they don't. I don't think they have souls. I think they're nice, and I love my dogs, and I would definitely take my dogs with me during a hurricane, during a tornado, during a tsunami. I would definitely, yes. But, like, animals, like, they're here for one purpose, and that's to serve us, right? That's what I believe. And not only that, but animals are they are intelligent, they are smart, they have survived for thousands of years.
Is a gorilla ever gonna serve you?
Yeah, that's what I was literally about to ask.
Is a grizzly bear ever gonna bow down to you? I disagree with that. We have a different philosophy.
By serve, I mean,
you're interpreting
serve. I mean in the sense of, yeah, I don't mean that it's like it's gonna be like, yes,
like making him pasta and like taking out the trash for him. Like,
no,
that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean,
yes, it is. You said he's gonna bow down.
What I mean by serve is,
figuratively speaking, not literally.
What I mean by serve is authority, is that I have authority over it. We as humans have authority over every kind of animal species in this world,
and not vice
versa. I believe. And because then that is why animals don't have, that's why there's no such thing as a Bill of Rights for animals.
Regardless of what you believe, I
promise you, you will not have control.
You're so far away, what?
I promise you.
Yeah, you're so far away.
You're like so far away, what did you say?
I promise you that if I put you in a cage with a lion right now, you will not have even the 1% control. I promise you.
And how do we put him in cages?
Huh?
Then how do we put him in cages?
That's good. Alright, stop. You don't want to.
No, listen. Stop. No, that means nothing. That's just sheer volume. That's just sheer volume of people, because of quantity of people. If it was you versus one lion, you would lose. But the fact that you need more people is the only way you.
But the point is, not to argue his point, even though I'm arguing against it, the fact that we can band together against the lion does make us superior.
Here, let me tell you this, Sebastian. I can scare away a grizzly bear. If I stretch my arms out. No, yeah, that's why they.
No, you can't.
Bro, have you not heard? Whenever you encounter a grizzly bear, you're supposed to make yourself big. And
I'm not gonna listen to some stupid segment that I heard on Animal Planet.
No, listen to this. Listen to this.
Look, we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
No, we're not. This is a good point.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, listen. Because you can use the same argument, or you can have the same argument, but with any type of, like, you could say, what if I put a human being in a cage and I have you in that cage with that human being? You know, I guarantee you, this person, whoever it may be, can, like, dominate over you. Like, that's not the point. What he means by serve, or even the word dominate, like, it doesn't mean by, like...
You're talking about in terms of intelligence.
Not even intelligence, but it just, like, we have...
But that's what it comes down to.
We have
that's what it comes down to.
I do, but that is... I think that's definitely true, in some sense.
In some sense,
because,
yeah, but it's...
Because obviously a lion will never be intelligent enough to capture a human, because that's just not their nature. You know what I'm saying?
Apex predator?
Yeah, but in terms of intelligence, that's what I'm talking about.
Listen, regardless of if animals have souls or who, regardless, literally regardless, You said yourself, if you
You're
have the
ridiculous
opportunity,
if you don't think animals have souls.
hold on,
Oh my God.
if you, let me finish my point. If you just told me like a few minutes ago that, yeah, if I had the opportunity to take Kiki, I would. I love my dog. That's the point, is you have the opportunity, so do it. You think that people have circumstances in which they literally can't, it's gonna be too much, but I think that people don't want to be burdened by it because I think people are shitty.
It honestly just comes down to the fact, Joey, would you sacrifice your life to save your dog? Yes or no?
Depends on for what.
Yes or
Honestly,
no? If your dog was gonna die
that's
and the only way to save your dog was to sacrifice your life, would you do it? Yes or no?
Fucking, I wouldn't do that.
Exactly. There it is. There we go.
Would you?
No,
I wouldn't do that either.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm just asking Joey because Joey seems like he would.
No, yeah.
What?
No, he's arguing the
opposite.
opposite point.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Isn't he arguing that he would save the dog, like the animals first?
No. I would if I
Where
could.
you been?
But, like,
I haven't been listening.
Already,
I
dude.
jumped in the middle of it. So I'm trying to.
No.
I'm trying.
Let me
Who's
just
for
establish my
the
point. Let me
Who's
just
for the
establish my
animals and
point,
who's
right?
not for the animals?
Here,
Listen.
This is
What
all I'm
about
saying.
four
Look, I think,
against?
look.
One person at a time, let Joey
what
talk.
What you're saying about, like, I do believe that most people, I think the majority love their animals, whether they're, that's why, dude, you have serial killers who have, like, dogs and love their dogs and will kill for their dogs. That's why you have, like, all kinds of people, dude. But I think the consensus is that we all love our dogs. Maybe, of course, not everyone. There's people who breed dogs, people who don't care about them. But I believe the majority is the mentality that we all share, is that dogs are awesome, dogs are great animals to cats, right? Domesticated, they are ours, they belong to us, we love them, right? That is the majority, and if they can...
What's the counter argument then?
Joey, when
saying-
you put yourself in a position, right, where things become difficult, when humans are put in a position where things become difficult, then we do things we wouldn't normally do. Because the nature of humans, I think we can agree, is evil. No? Yes? Okay, so with that in mind, the true nature of people come out when you give them more barbaric circumstances, like losing your home and having to leave and having to, you know, barely be able to eat food and stuff. And I think that it's shitty to leave your animals behind because you give in to those stupid barbaric things. That's what I'm saying, is I think that people aren't, oh, well, I love it, but I can't. They're like, well, fuck it, that's gonna be an inconvenience. Heck no, I'm gonna have to deal with all this shit. We're just gonna have to say no. Like, I just can't. That's what I think.
I believe people leave their pets behind probably in tears, heartbroken. I believe a good majority, maybe not even, okay, I'll
take them
give
with
the
you.
benefit of the- No, and see, that's the thing, like you said, when you're put into those situations, yes, like human nature, but now this appeals to the atheist or the
Oh my
the
God.
religious. No, this appeals
Jeez.
to the what? No, this appeals to
What appeals to
every
the atheist? What
no,
appeals
it
to the
appeals to the
atheist?
atheist and to the religious is because the atheist says, well, human nature is survival of the fittest, right? You will choose yourself before anyone or anything else, right? And the religious says that you will try to survive for your loved ones, right?
I don't
Survival of
think
the
that.
fittest is perseverance, is a preservation of self. Preservation of self, right? So, and the religious says, yes, take care of yourself as well for the sake of others. You know, I wouldn't want to put my mom. See, personally, like you know, to answer the question of would you die for your dog? No, because I wouldn't want my mom to be at my funeral and look at my dog and be like my son could be here, but instead you're here, like, you know. But it comes down to, I mean, honestly, I just think that, like, I don't think we're being fair to the people who are literally losing everything. The last thing they're probably thinking of. And I'll be honest with you, dude. I truly believe that, like, if you were in that situation, I know you would definitely want to, and like, but if you had some of the circumstances that these people had that forced them to leave their dog behind, I think that, like, think about it. Buddy is big, he's bulky. Where do you put him? What if you have to squeeze into the back of this pickup truck?
See, that's the thing. We would make it work. We would make it work. He would be on top of me if that's what it had to take.
What if you didn't
On
have
top of
time
me.
though to save him?
That's my point. Is what I was saying earlier was these people do have the time because the hurricane's not up their ass on top of them when they have to evacuate. They know this thing's coming for
Wait,
weeks.
Does that make sense? Up their butt and on top of them?
It's figuratively
Well, if you're laying
speaking,
on your
dude.
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, guys, let's
exactly.
ready up. This is a good convo. Let's ready up. I think
No,
we're
no,
off.
no, no.
Wait, I never
Yeah,
told you
he-
guys my story about the
Oh.
girl.
Yeah. Wait, Brendan, what
It's
were you
okay,
saying?
this
Consensus,
is a better
well, real
topic.
quick, consensus is, yeah, we'd take our pets if we can, but obviously if we can't, then that sucks, but okay. Yeah.
I just think we disagree on what is can't and what is can.
Yeah.
You know, we need to, the only way that's gonna resolve this is if they literally take a poll of everyone that left their animals behind.
And what kind of
And why they
situation.
did
We
it.
have to find out every kind of scenario. and
No,
compare
in
it
this
to the-
situation, I'm saying, like, if they took a poll of everybody and said, did you leave your animal behind? Yes, no,
But the-
and of
but
that
the-
percentage that
no,
said
but the-
yes, then
But the thing
why?
is, it would vary so much because it depends on the situation. You can't just generalize it like that.
The situation is a hurricane and you need to evacuate. It's a very
Yeah,
general
you have to-
Bro,
situation.
this is so
I mean, you have to-
cringy. This is so cringy. Look at this response. I just sent it to you on Twitter.
Alright, tell us your story, Sebastian.
Oh, so I went to a bar with a friend, and he invited these two girls that I had never met before, and one of them was that girl. She came with her friend, and we were chilling and stuff, and we got really drunk at the bar and stuff, and we started like I started talking to her, and then she started getting really flirty, and then whatever, like just talking flirty, but nothing sort of like that, and then we went to like a house, and then we were partying at a friend's house, and then we just started making out, and obviously I didn't think anything was wrong, so and it was a good time and everything. And then later in the party, my friend comes up to me, he's like, "Dude, she had a girlfriend," and I was like, "What?"
Wait, she was a lesbian? Plot twist.
Sorry, she had a boyfriend. Sorry, she had a boyfriend.
Oh.
No. She had a boyfriend, and I was like, "What?" So I went up to her and I was like, "Hold on, you didn't tell me you had a boyfriend." And she's like, "It's okay, he's never gonna find out anyways." And I was like, "Oh my god, you're such a bitch." And so I left. That was
You
it.
tell him. Wait, what did you say to her?
I didn't say anything. I was like, "Well, alright, bye then." And I just walked away.
Bro, these hoes ain't loyal.
And then I never talked to her ever again.
Dude, I want a poll. Like, literally.
Do it.
I want a poll. Ladies versus men, because I honestly believe that women cheat more.
I think there
I
is
do
a poll that
100%.
says that. I think there is a poll that says that.
I think there's a statistic. Google it.
There's gotta be. I'm gonna
Google
see.
it.
Yeah.
But it's only because I think women are naturally more trusting than men are. That's why.
More
No.
trusting?
Yeah.
Women
not
have the
trusting,
personality
not
type
trusting,
of
not trusting.
agreeableness.
They're more naive to
No.
situations than men are.
Institute for Family Studies, who cheats more, the demographics of infidelity in America. You ready?
Honestly, I believe that women love commitment. Therefore, here's the thing: I believe women and men are the same. They both love to be with multiple people. Maybe not at the same time, but I mean, like one day here, one day there, like be going out and around. That's human nature. But I believe women are more inclined towards commitment, which therefore leads them to cheat.
Yeah.
Where men are less inclined toward commitment, which means that they can sleep with one then one day, sleep with the other the next day, and then sleep with another one the next day. It's not considered cheating because they never were committed to
Yeah.
any of them. Whereas women
Yeah.
are like, oh, this guy's really cool. His sex is better than the rest, but I still like the other guy's sex. So like, I'm gonna commit because that's just naturally I'm a woman. I commit. So boom, that's my input.
Dude, okay, so check it out, right? This is interesting. Basically, it says, in general, men are more likely than women, but there's a gender gap in infidelity. It varies by age, basically. It says, the most, though, like, the most willing person that will cheat is an adult man who didn't grow up in an intact family, and those who rarely or never attend religious services are more likely than any other person to have cheated.
Well, obviously, because in church you're taught not to do that.
Right, so,
That's good.
thank you, Sebastian.
That's yeah.
Thanks for
That's
stating
And then
not-
this
that,
is
Ozzy.
interesting, though. This
That's
is
not
interesting, though.
that's just not that surprising.
This is interesting though, so check it out, right? It says the gender cheating gap is wider among older adults. So when we are 18 to 29, women cheat more at a score of 11 to 10, right? And then after that, it's all men. So 30 to 39, it's about 11 to, I think, 9-ish. Then it's about 16 to, then from 40 to 49, men have 16, women have 13. And then it shoots up really high in the 50s for men in their 50s. It's funny because, okay, so it keeps going up, right? Until you hit, until like 60 to 69, right? The women start falling down, so 16 is the highest. But from 60 to 79, men keep going up.
Wow.
When women,
stuff don't
and
stop
it's
working,
funny
bro.
because
women hit menopause and they're done. Like,
For real.
Yeah.
Because so 70 to 79, right? Men is at a 26 and women are at a 13, and then 80 plus it goes to a 6, but men is just at a 24. They only drop 2.
Brandon, you're the only one not ready.
I'm pooping, like I'm literally have a turd hanging on my... Wait a second though, I'll be out in a second.
That's funny, dude.
Because his restroom's right next to his room.
I'm pooping,
Bro,
dude.
wait, so... Cheating... Like, I've low-key cheated before, and I would say the same thing, like, you don't plan on it necessarily, it
just
just
happens.
happens, dude. It really
Yeah,
does.
It really does.
You know, I guess there's plenty of scenarios where, like, you plan on it, but it's like, most of the
How
time
do you
it's
guys...
not.
How responsible is a person if they cheat when they're drunk?
Some people,
That's such a controversial topic, man.
Honestly, some people just cheat because it like they think it's hot, like it's a turn on for them,
True.
you know? Like that's another
true.
reason for
It's a
it.
kink.
It's just like,
It's a
yeah, you
kink.
know? It's like they find it attractive. Like, oh my god, I can like get this guy or I can get this girl while I'm with this other person, yeah?
Dude, you wanna hear something nuts? So, my mom's friend Anna has another friend in Texas, right? And she went over there and they were all like hanging out, and they had a really nice family. It was this couple that had been together for 20 years, right? This man and woman, and they had 2 or 3 children. One of them in college, one of them in high school, and one of them was like in elementary, or either elementary or they were like already out of the house. Right? So all across the board, you know, roughly. And these guys, so they were like hanging out and talking, and my mom was saying, "Oh, they're such nice people, and they're so well put together, and it's just so nice to see that families like that stick together." Right? 3 weeks later, she catches him watching gay porn. He admits he's gay and leaves her.
Damn. That's savage.
Dude, I think that would hurt more than anything else. Because at least if you're, like, straight, I mean, there's something, like, to where it's like, oh, well, you know, you were into me, but it's like, no, yeah, now I'm wondering if you ever were.
No,
or if I wanted to take you back, and now
Well,
there's no way.
Obviously, you were never into him if you were gay.
Yeah, I think it's actually not. I think it's worse. I think it's actually better that way, because that means like you actually never did anything wrong. Whereas like if you like get cheated on, you're like, what does he have better that I don't, you know? Or what does she have better than I don't?
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
agree,
it's
because
like, oh well,
if he was gay, then
Yeah,
that's
but like
fine.
the feeling of helplessness, though, like there's nothing you can do. Brendan was telling me, hold on, I'm not gonna be able. You're not gonna hear me. Hold on.
But it's like he's right though, because like he shouldn't feel bad because he never had a chance to begin with.
Because Brendan was telling me that there was this, what was it, Brendan? Like, this story where this man's wife was a hooker, and then he asked God what to do, and said, bring her home.
Oh,
yeah. That's actually a true story, yeah.
Yeah, the book of Hosea.
Right, so like, at least then, if they're straight, you can bring her home. But if they're not, then there's no chance.
That's
Yeah.
kind of naive though. That's a little different. Like if my girl cheats on me, dude, I'm not gonna bring her home. Like, that's why the only.
What's
That's like
that,
the
Brendan?
only,
Would you? I thought Brendan said he would.
well, like in the Bible,
I would-
there's only
I would-
one permissible way to get divorced, and it's
I would try.
infidelity.
I think.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do: is I would try, and if I still get pushback, then I would not.
You would try what?
There's
What?
only
Like
so much
I
you
would
can
try
do.
to do reconciliation. Well, because if okay, look,
Oh,
if I,
stop. Would
because you know, look, that's
I
what I'm
would
saying.
too. If
Most
it's not
people are
right.
just right off the bat, like, oh, there's no way. But I feel like,
Because how could you ever trust that person ever again?
Dude, look, we're the freaking calling Captain
marriage-
Planet on Trump Tower.
dang, there's so many people here.
I'm going to the building next to Trump Tower.
I'm
are
landing
we?
Trump.
Let's land by
Oh,
L's.
wait, I'm landing Trump. Or I guess not. I'm landing L's. I'm landing L's.
Is there a jump pad in there?
I'm with you, Joey. Yeah, I went to Trump, he picked up a gun, I picked up a jump pad, so I dipped.
Is there anyone
So
here?
there's a jump pad on top of Trump.
I need a shotgun like now. I got minis.
I have no gun, dude. This is
Here, Brock.
bad.
Brock, come here.
Oh, never mind, I got a blue AR.
I got
Could be
minis.
better,
What?
Is there someone here with me? I think there's someone in here with me.
Where are you?
though. Oh, it was here.
Here, let's go to them, bro. Oh, there's a.
Hey, come to L's. Come to L's.
Doctor?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see him. I see him.
There's someone here with me.
Coming on.
I'm gonna
Let's go
teleport
help
for it.
Joey.
Where is he?
Someone on us, Joey, to our left.
Damn.
I don't have any.
Wow.
Dude, I got destroyed.
Wow.
All you jibs.
Wow, I hit the wrong button and I started using my
I got
bandages.
destroyed.
I'm so mad.
I got absolutely destroyed right now because of that stupid second guy. Nice, dude.
7. Just get out of there, get out of there. That's sick, dude. I love
That's
that.
how you do it.
The guys that killed us are in there where you just.
On the right, no. The building next to Trump.
Wow, that was pretty cool. Uh,
I was lagging when we died, Joe. Not why we died, but I figured I'd just throw it
Dude,
out.
no one stayed in Trump.
I went to
I'm gonna
L's.
send you, Brendan and Brock, the Facebook thing I sent you. I don't understand why liberals. There's a Time magazine cover that says it's a woman. It says, I have a master's degree, 16
Can
years
you
of
wait?
experience
Hold on. Can you turn your volume up, Joey? I feel like it's because your voice is like 6,000 decibels lower that I can't hear you over the mic. It's not even your mic. It's just your voice.
Is this better right here?
Yeah, it's better.
No, it's not. You're just saying it.
You're right. You're right. Turn it up more, please. Literally,
Put in that
like,
new mic.
that's-
You need that
that's
new mic.
good.
There's a Time magazine cover that says, it's a woman, and it says, I have a master's degree, 16 years of experience, work 2 extra jobs, and donate blood plasma to pay the bills. I am a teacher in America. And it's like,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't get it. All the liberals are retweeting it. Like, if you're a liberal, like, you're the one who's pushing that school is supposed to make everything and everyone successful and everything great, but, and it's the conservatives who are saying, no, a free market is what's gonna make everyone rich, but, of course, the liberals
Dude, I
are-
love my political theory class, dude. He's high-key conservative.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like I'm bored too. Like, it's all about. We've been doing like Socrates and
Oh,
shit
there's a
like
jump
that.
pad right there.
Yeah, that's my jump pad that I placed.
Oh my, that was clutch. That was clutch. Oh, what the?
No way, dude. People
Wow.
suck. Just dance.
How do you build so quick with a PlayStation controller?
Nice, dude. Freaking get him, boy. You got him, boy. Oh, that was close.
Dude, how do you build so quick with a PlayStation controller?
Builder Pro.
Builder Pro and just practice.
Builder Pro?
Yeah.
This
it's
is
a
Brendan
setting.
Merckx.
Huh?
Brendan Merck.
Oh.
Do you guys believe that kneeling is disrespectful to the flag?
No.
It is annoying though.
There you go!
I believe that everyone can pay their respect in their own way.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Personally, I wouldn't do it that way. But if
Me neither,
I think
especially-
it is the wrong way to do it, but
The problem is they're
But
doing
that's
it
the
through
thing.
work.
But that's the thing.
The NFL has nothing to do with this, and they're using it.
I guess I sympathize with it because, like, it's all a matter of what you think. Because in Wales, whenever the anthem is played in Wales, we do kneel. We kneel. So it's like,
yeah, kneeling
it's
is
just...
respect. Do you guys know how he actually started doing that? I don't know if you guys know the story behind that. Him kneeling. He actually started by sitting on the bench and not
Yeah.
standing at all, and then
Yeah.
a U.S. Marine felt very disrespected by that. He met with Colin Kaepernick and told him,
Yeah.
"Hey, maybe you should kneel because we
But
kneel
he
at
agree-
graves."
yeah,
we
but
kneel.
he agrees with him kneeling. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're
Well,
talking
he
about.
doesn't. I don't think he agrees with the like. I don't think he agrees with him necessarily politically, but I think he was. I remember, like, I saw the video and he said like, I was surprised he even responded to me.
But I think people like get it twisted all the time because he's kneeling and people say it's disrespectful to the flag, but what he's doing has nothing to do with it. He's doing it for police brutality and different things.
Well-
Nothing to do with the army or anything like that.
Well, kind of like what
let's talk about police brutality.
What
But
I do
that's-
think it is disrespectful too, though, is
Yeah, we
like
do.
our American spirit, and like instead of saying I don't stand with America, like because essentially by saying I don't like, it's kind of like if you say like kind of like say I live in Mexico and I live in a very corrupt society, you know, wow, purple scar. That's how you know I'm right in this argument. But let's say you live in Mexico and you're very corrupt, right? And you say like I will not stand for this flag because this flag is truly corrupt, like truly, like I like. You know, like I once had respect for it and I don't now, but like to say that like the foundation of America, I mean our flag is, you know, it has the foundations of American spirit and American freedom, to say that that flag no longer protects you or no longer like, I don't know, it's like, because
no, I
the
was gonna
flag
say
is a,
they're-
the flag is-
But why do you have to stand to show respect for the flag? Why?
because I think
Because-
it's like the flag is like our objective standpoint of like, okay, these truths are objectives that we have freedom in this country.
But what's the difference between? What if you think that but you just choose to kneel? What's the difference between standing
Well,
and
listen,
kneeling?
Sebastian, the difference is there because they're doing it. They're doing it to protest it. That's the
They're
whole
not
point of kneeling.
But
You're
they're
not kneeling, they're not saying, oh, this is just another form
But
of
they're-
respecting the flag. This
but
is
they're
literally
not-
saying we
but
disagree
they're
with you.
not. But they're not kneeling because of the flag. It has nothing to do with the flag.
Then why
That's
are they
not
using
why
the
he's
flag as a
kneeling.
platform? Then
Sebastian,
why are
the
they using the
majority
flag
of
as a
people,
platform?
the majority of people will literally say that America is like a horrible place and is fucking corrupt,
it
and
is.
we don't stand
He
with.
said
No,
because it is.
Says the one
Dude,
who's
America
freaking using
is
its free
literally-
market to get rich.
I'm not
Come on,
even-
bro. Come on, bro.
I'm not even saying this because, like, oh,
Bro.
America? But, dude, America
Having an
is the
acting
best
degree?
country to live in right now. It's the safest country to be in right now. It is the best country to be in right now. There
It
is
is
no
not
safer
the
country,
safest
dude.
country. That is such a lie.
100%, dude.
What
There
else?
is no
I
Can I be honest, bro?
promise. Stop.
Can I be honest, bro? Bro, you're the one who signed a huge contract to be on the show where there's free market supports, and only in
No,
this free
I'm not
market could
saying
you have such a
everything.
huge
I'm not
entertainment.
saying everything is bad about America.
Mini on me.
But it has so many flaws.
Absolutely, what country doesn't? That's a
The
little bit.
I just
reason
think
America is
it has
great
I just
because-
think it has more flaws than a bunch of countries.
And incorrect. Our American government is good because we have a great system to fix our flaws.
We have the longest standing constitution in history for a reason, bro. The objective truths of our constitutions are irrefutable, and only now have they been called into question. For example, the God-given right.
Why have they
God-given
gone
equality.
into question now? Why have they gone into question now? If it's so
because
good.
liberals are crazy.
Yeah, no, honestly, because
Literally,
liberals are
and it's
literally
that's the truth. Because they're out of their minds and they don't know what they're talking about.
Because they're fighting up these
hysteria.
objective truths, and this is where you get into, like, personally for me, into a debate on kind of on religion and on philosophy. Like, if you don't have an objective moral thing where you can point to and say, gold scar on me, guys, by the way, or not gold, purple scar.
Why do you need the basis of religion to believe in something?
Joey,
Why does it have to be religion?
Because I'll try to make this brief because like
Wow.
it is definitely not complicated, but think of it this way: where is the line? Are you a good person, Sebastian?
Yeah, but I don't have to be.
Okay,
I don't
no,
have to
listen,
be. I
no.
don't have to be religious to be a good person.
Well, let me explain. Okay, let me ask you this: do you do more good than bad, or more bad than good?
Every person does more bad than good.
Okay, then how does that make you a good person?
But it doesn't. But religious people aren't good people either.
No, and here's the thing. No,
Yeah.
as a Christian, I believe that the Bible teaches that no one is good. The Bible says in Romans 3 that there is none good but God alone, right? None is righteous. Like, and it's true. It's an objective truth, and that's where we find common ground with everyone, right? And so what the liberals have done is they have elevated us above morality and said, no, we are all good. We are all gods, and we've forgotten this humility,
who's
right?
to say what's moral and what's not?
Exactly. So if you go and buy into the liberal point of view, you have no objective moral standpoint without a God who is who has a division, who divides between truth and untruth, right? Where do you have the line? Where do you draw the line? Because my truth, what if my truth is okay? The Islamic
what you're
person
saying is there should be an obsolete line for everyone to follow the same line.
an objective, yes, and
An
I believe
objective
there
that
is.
everyone should follow, but the same one. You don't think people should be able to choose what their objectives are?
No, there are
What if my
their own
objective is
terms,
that I like
their own
murdering
terms.
people and I really do
Exactly.
think that
Then
murdering
you've got-
people is the
then
right
you've
thing
got-
to do?
Then you've got people whose objective would be the opposite, and they
Exactly.
would stop.
Yeah, and that breeds conflict.
Let me tell you this, Sebastian. You with your worldview, you have no right to tell the Muslim in Syria who is dragging a woman by her feet because she was caught sleeping with a man down in a car, with her feet tied to the back of this truck, dragging her through the roads. You have no objective way to tell him that he's wrong because you have no absolute to point to. For example, police brutality, right? We have an objective to say, this is brutality because I am protected by this constitution. If there was no constitution, he would just say, I don't believe in that constitution, or, I don't know
Listen,
what you're talking about.
then listen. What do you tell people that believe in other religions and they have their objectives cleared out from
Hey,
their
people
religion?
north,
And what do you
people
say to
north in the
that?
divot.
What
Well,
makes
that's it.
Christianity right?
Because every other religion says you can earn your way to heaven, and you can earn it because you can be a good person, and you can follow these steps and go to heaven, but Christianity
Well,
says there is no way.
What makes Buddhism wrong and Christianity right?
Because Buddhism says that you are able to do enough more good than bad in this life, which I believe is just fundamentally and objectively, and we look at reality, that's just wrong. Like you said, everyone does more bad than good, right? And that's just an objective truth that we all recognize. We all say,
We're
"Oh, I'm
running
not perfect."
towards enemies. I'm just letting you know we're running
That is
towards
something
enemies.
gold. Good. Let's get some fights going, bro.
Okay.
But if the Buddha says no, you're good enough to do. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, I was not ready for this. Wow, I'm not ready for this at all. Okay, I was ready for it. I got a thought. Oh shoot. Ah, he's low key low. Dang, he's kind of good. It's 3v3. You guys got this.
I have low key 2 bolt action rifles. Just haven't been paying attention.
Dude,
Oh, come on.
oh, my build.
You guys got
Hey, I'm
this. Come
coming.
on.
I'm
Why'd you
coming
guys
behind
push
you.
that by
Brendan?
distance too?
Yeah.
I
I thought
told
you guys.
Joey.
I thought you guys were near me. Sorry. No, we
And
were
the
low
circle's
key.
back here.
It's only a 3v2. You guys can really, if you guys catch these guys, outwork them.
If Brendan waits for me,
Yeah,
or not.
yeah, we lost. Sorry, Sebastian.
Nice.
Okay.
Shot. Thurston.
You see
Where's this guy? Where is this guy?
everywhere,
Oh,
I think you should back up, get out of Dusty, and go from the top and shoot down on them if you can.
yeah.
Buns, kid.
So, Sebastian, I want to bring something up real quick. In regards to what we were just talking about.
Alright, go.
I'm not gonna use the argument of so Joe. So like, look. So
Wait, I didn't even get to finish this
as
planning.
well. Well, the thing is, you're giving him as much as we think it's right and whatever. You are giving him the argument of authority, and he's not gonna believe that. So I'm gonna say something else that he said to us before.
No, well, I am appealing to him in the sense of, well, no, I'm not saying, and this is where you have to understand, I'm asking him, where is your authority? Who is your authority? And without an authority, you can't make a claim of good, of any morality. You can't make a claim on morality
make
because
a
you have no
objective
authority.
But why can't I think killing is wrong just because I think killing is wrong and be okay with that?
Because
Not
what if the
because
guy
like
next
not because like
Uh-huh.
a Bible told me or anything like that, just because I think that.
what if the guy next to you says killing is right? What grounds do you have to say that he's wrong?
That's not my problem.
What if he wants
It
to
is
kill
when
you?
he decides to kill you. Yeah.
That's the same thing as you telling him that killing is wrong because it says in the Bible, but guess what? He still decides to kill you.
Well, and this is what I'm
That's
saying. Like,
the whole.
no.
Yeah, that you just said the
and
problem.
here's what I'm saying. Like kind of what I was getting at was like all these other religions don't speak to reality. The Bible does speak to
How do you
reality.
know?
The Bible
How do
does
you
say
know that? How do you know
because
that?
yeah, and let me
So
explain
listen,
that to you
Joey,
because,
let me
like I
say
said,
something. Let me try it. Let me say something.
No,
Seriously.
in the point of have you studied every other religion to find that out?
Yes, I actually have.
Really?
I love theology. No, like I can tell you the beliefs. I can tell you the belief. The 5 pillars of Islam are the the best way to go to heaven. And at the end of the day, there is no
But what
objective.
makes yours truth?
And like I said, because it speaks to
It's
reality.
because
Like I said.
because you believe in it. Is why you think it's
Oh
true.
yeah, well it's true.
But it might
honestly,
not be.
yeah. Well,
I
let me
would
tell
like
you,
to. I can tell him something
And-
that will make.
Let me just I'll say this,
sense.
Rock, and I'll let you go. And this is what I was getting at. I truly believe that there are 2 religions in the world. There's human achievement, and there's biblical Christianity. Right? So, literally, and dude, honestly, find a book on any other religion in the world. Find it, read it. Every other religion says, do these things and you'll go to heaven. The Bible says there is nothing that you can do to go to heaven. Because we're all inherently evil and sinful, right? Which is a reality, a truth that we all know to be true. There's more good and the bad in the world.
So
And
you
yet
don't
Buddhism,
believe in heaven, then?
Islam. No, listen. Buddhism, Islam, all these religions say, no, screw reality. You can be good enough to go to heaven. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Like, I personally, just from what I see in myself, I've done way more wrong than good. I've hurt so many people. So the Bible says this, look, there's nothing in yourself that you can find that'll give you that'll take you to heaven, so you have to look to the one who is perfect.
How do you know there's a heaven?
I believe we are eternal because,
Yes, exactly.
and even philosophically,
You believe.
Joey,
Which it might
I
not
can
be
give you a
true.
philosophical. I can give you a philosophical one. You know, it's
How
the
about
only
how about a
philosophical
scientific
contradiction.
one? How about a
You know,
scientific one?
Alright, listen, I'm stepping
okay.
in, damn it, I'm stepping in. I
Okay,
waited
go,
long
go.
enough.
Well, you got the
Listen.
tag team. You gotta wait
No,
for the
no,
right
no, damn
moment.
it.
You can't just
Yeah.
cut
I
off
know.
like someone's
No, no.
conversation to jump
Yeah.
in.
Hey,
Well,
I'm
because it
honestly,
wasn't-
I'm
I
trying
could tell it
I'm trying
wasn't
to answer
going
Sebastian's
anywhere,
questions.
that's the
I'm trying to
thing.
answer Sebastian's
I think it's going
questions.
somewhere.
I'm honestly,
He's
I think
going
it is.
he's going to keep saying the same thing though, which is, well, that's what you believe. That's not what I have to believe. Here's the thing: we were talking about what we were talking about was there needs to be some sort of authority, right, for anybody to basically be able to get along, so that some people don't think oh, killing is good, and some people
Okay,
don't
and
think
my
that killing
question
is
is
bad.
why does the authority have to be based on solely on
Do
religion?
you? It doesn't. Listen,
no,
do you
the
remember?
authority has to come from the divine. That's
Your
why.
question,
It has to come
your
from.
question wasn't that. Your question said, why can't the person next to me say that killing is good,
but I'm also
and then I
saying,
can say
why
killing
does
is
it have?
bad?
Why does the ultimate authority
Well, let
have
me
to be
answer the
religion?
first one first. Do you remember when we were talking about socialism, and you said that, and you, I don't know what you said,
Oh
you
my
were kidding
God.
or whatever. You said that low key though. You said that when Hitler was in power, was that system, right? There, everybody had to follow that certain system, right?
Right.
The reason there creates more order, and it's true. Now Hitler was bad and is not a god and is not a good, is a horrible example. But to answer the first question, why do I need something there to tell me that something is good and something is bad? Is because literally, there you go. Scientifically, it's proven that there is more order from that.
But is it scientifically proven that the highest order has to be religion?
Now I'm gonna pass it over to Joey.
Brock, and see,
No,
this is what
I
I'm
only
saying,
wanted to
like,
make the one
no,
point.
I
wanted to make the one
okay,
point
okay.
about that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I would ask you, Sebastian. I think it'd be fair to ask you the same question. Where do you get your authority from, then? What would you offer as a solution, as a substitute for religion, for that to have an absolute authority?
I don't know, because to me, I don't think as life that needs to be an absolute authority. I don't think that people need to follow one rule. I think every person has their own way, and whatever way that is up to them and not me. I only
But I
control
just
myself.
proved to you that there is specifically more order when there is a power in there.
No, see, you're appealing to something, Brock, that is, it's
Earthly.
like almost an egalitarian point of view. Yeah, it's earthly, and it's, again, your authority is coming from science, essentially, or statistics, whatever you want to call it.
The point isn't that that specific thing works. It's that when there's
I guess
something
my
that
point
you
is-
have to follow, then people will follow it. That's the point.
It's almost like pragmatic, but I think it's kind of common sense, dude. And this is what the Bible teaches, that God's law, like 10 Commandments, which is, I think it's a good general consensus of what's good and bad, right? So don't steal, don't kill, don't steal from your neighbor. I mean, don't cheat, don't lie, don't lust after something that's not yours, and all these things.
I understand that, but how can you know that it just wasn't some person 1,000 years ago that went kind of cuckoo and just wrote that down on a paper one day or in a rock and then called it God?
Well, it was
You
cuckoo,
know?
Okay,
but-
look.
well,
There's different.
Well, like I said, let me real quick.
That could have come from a human brain. Maybe nothing to do with God.
I'll appeal to your human conscience here, right? Do you know that murdering someone is wrong?
I do.
Yeah, and how do you know that? Is it because it was taught to you?
It's
Do you
just
think you
socially
learned that?
it's socially unacceptable.
But do you truly believe that you so?
Wait, so truth
Okay,
depends
and this is
Would you
upon
be able to
society.
sleep at night,
Yeah.
basically?
No, and here's the thing, and this is what I'm talking about, that God's law is written on our heart, because for some reason, and this is something that, science and sociologists and atheists cannot, understand, and they say, well, it's all for the greater good of humans, right? And they say that morality is a good tool for humans to thrive, right? And societies to grow. But let me ask you this, what benefit is there in loving a dead person if you have an egalitarian point of view, right? And you say that, oh, all these things it's just because it works and it makes us better, right? Morality is good because it makes us better as humans and we grow. Well, what good is there in loving dead people?
But what
and
I'm
loving
saying
dogs,
is, how
right?
do you know for a fact that the 10 Commandments came from God?
And that's what I'm
How
saying. I'm
can you
appealing
know
to
that?
Yeah,
How
and I'll
can you
appeal to
know
your
that?
conscience because exactly, because of conscience.
Your
And like I said,
conscience.
so no. Let me say.
No,
let
your
me explain.
conscience.
So, your conscience.
That's what I said.
So, how come the guy in Africa who lives in a village knows that it's wrong to kill, the same way that you know it's wrong to kill? Very different societies, but these are almost universal truth, unless you live in a very godless and twisted culture like Syria or these weird places in Iran, these places that have been infiltrated by these essentially these religious groups who are trying to corrupt the minds of the people and say it's okay to kill women for, you know, sleeping with other men, and which is totally wrong, right? But it's because they've infiltrated and corrupted the minds, because I believe truly naturally we're sinful, but naturally we know what's right and wrong. Like I said, no one had to teach you that.
But aren't Christians not afraid to die?
Yeah,
Because they'll. I think people, the consensus people don't like to kill because they're generally afraid to die, because of the fact that once you die, it's over. There's nothing more after that.
Well, no, I'm talking about killing another person.
It's called fear of death.
So me killing another person, that's not necessarily a fear of death. If you're speaking of a fear of death that I have myself, you know, in fact, I think that's one of the reasons why people kill is because of a fear of death. They do kill because of a fear of death, because they don't want to be killed, so they kill, right? If you want to speak to human nature. But like I said, these truths, and these are, again, very fundamental. How do you know that it's wrong to lie? How do you know that it's wrong to murder? To steal? These are truths that
I'm
you
never
say they're cultural.
I'm never gonna say that God doesn't exist, but I'm never gonna admit that He does, because I don't know. How can you truly know? Unless you do die and I come out somewhere else, I'm never gonna know. You know?
What he's trying to say is these fundamental things that you're thinking of that you know by when you're born.
Yeah.
Almost like when you're born.
Yeah, they were taught through a religion.
No, they're imprinted on your soul.
Yeah,
but you already know that is a thing. What makes
you think God put that in your soul? That could just be human nature, and you don't know that.
It can't be. Okay, look.
Well, well, here's the thing. Now you get into the question of, well, how do you know if anything is true, and how do you know if anything is true?
Exactly.
Well, is that true? Is that true?
How do you know anything is true? Because
So
that is
look,
true.
no, look. Look. His point is how you know that anything is true is because of that statement is either true or false. So to every statement you make, you're either making a false claim or a truth claim. So.
But that's why there's beliefs. That's why there's beliefs. That's why people believe in different things, because everyone has their own way of believing what is true and what isn't.
Well,
is everyone right?
There's either a truth.
That doesn't mean one of them is right. But you don't know. But you don't know what the truth is.
Is that true?
There's no way you can know.
Is that true?
You're making a truth claim.
Wait, listen, Sebastian, you said there's no way to know it's true.
I know. You have no way,
that true?
but you don't know that.
Wait.
But we don't know that either. We don't
Sebastian,
know that either.
try to answer.
I just did. Even though I'm saying a truth claim, there's still no way to know if even what I'm saying is true.
But that's illogical.
Right there.
So how can you believe in something in which you don't know what is true?
It's a philosophical term called reductio to absurdum. In other words, reduction to absurdity, right? So what you're saying is, do you see how essentially you can't even talk anymore? Like, essentially anything that you say is disqualified. Anything, because if you say I don't know anything that's true.
Why does that have to garner that there is some all-powerful being up there?
Well, because we know.
Why does it lead to that?
Well,
because truth can only. Okay, look. Let me ask you this: is there evil in the world?
Because that's the only way to explain it.
Look, let me ask you.
We backpedaled a lot there.
Well, there you go. Actually, you just kind of proved it right there. There's only one way to explain the world.
That's
and
the only way to explain it. But
God,
it's ridiculous that people are believing in something that they've never been able to quantify.
Can you quantify that? Can you quantify that statement?
Have you? Well,
can you
let me
prove
ask you. Have
statement?
any of you had an actual personal experience with God, and you know God exists?
Well, I mean, personal. Well, here's this. Hold on.
Spoken to you? Has he spoken to you?
Personal experiences do not determine truth, right?
Ooh.
So whether I've experienced God or not does not determine whether, like, that's a true, like, this is true, right?
What do you mean? Say you cheated on a girl, and that's a personal experience. It's gonna be true that you cheated on her.
No. I'm not
But the
saying.
truth
I'm
is
not
it's
saying
based
that.
on the person's
Brendan
experience.
Brendan is not the sole person God looks at in the world.
Like, whether I see God or not in a personal experience does not determine something true or anything to be true. Because I'm not the authority, right? Joey's not the
Sebastian, I
authority.
think
You're
I
not the
personally
authority.
think you're an elephant. Sebastian, I think you're an elephant. Is that true?
But that's just because society deemed that the name of an elephant is called an elephant, but
Well,
not.
sure. I mean, we can say.
we could have been named chairs for all we know, and we would, you know.
No, we actually that's impossible. We could have never been named chairs because a human being named a chair. So, like, okay, look.
No,
we're
I
using.
meaning before chairs ever existed, the first person could have
Fuck,
called
that
a
would've
person a
sucked.
chair. You know, that's what I'm saying. Names are irrelevant because anyone could have been named anything at
Well, I would say-
the start of their life.
I would say names are.
But then why
irrelevant.
weren't we? Then why weren't we?
I mean,
No,
because
let me-
the first human being or whenever the term came along, they just decided to call us humans.
So do you think that would?
That was just
I
the
mean, that's
appropriate
obviously
word.
never gonna change, though.
No, I'm just saying that
Well, here's this.
you like the elephant argument is.
He's not arguing
Okay,
that
look.
you are the elephant, like called an elephant, but you are that physical thing, an elephant,
let me-
not the word.
Let me go back to science, right? So, you would like to know whether God is real, dependent upon science, right? Like, so like the scientific method, which is, we understand things is true, dependent upon
Hypothesis, experiment, conclusion.
observation, and conclusions and all that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Why
Is
was
that-
that
Chat
funny?
if you want.
huh?
Continue.
Why?
Brendan.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
So, okay, a lot of people deem that as like, that's the sole authority of how we know things to be true, right? Is through the scientific method. But you cannot observe the scientific method to deem the scientific
Ooh.
method as true, right? So the sole authority is not science. See, the problem with a lot of contemporary science today and scientists, or even philosophical people, is they'll deem science as the sole authority of things because the scientific method is somehow like, the best way we can understand the world. But you can't observe the scientific method.
What do you
Right.
have to
It's just-
say then? What do you have to say then about the Big Bang Theory?
Well, the Big Bang Theory is kind of irrelevant because, I mean, that's a different, I guess, discussion. But it's what I personally
Wait,
have
do
to
you
say about
believe
it.
in it?
Well, whether God decided to do the Big Bang or not is kind of irrelevant. Like I said, it doesn't determine whether God is real or not.
Because you think if the Big Bang Theory existed, it was because of God.
I
If it
guess.
did, I
It's
guess.
still
If it
irrelevant
did.
though. Like, it doesn't determine whether God is real or not.
What
Like, same thing with
determines
the-
that God is real then? What determines that God is real?
That's
I wanna
actually kind
know.
of a
I think
contradiction right
here-
there,
here's
because if
this.
something is real, there's nothing that would determine the validity of the reality of that, wouldn't it? If
Then why
something
do
is
you
real,
believe? Then why do you believe in God so much then?
Okay, look, how we
No,
know
no.
God is
Well-
real is dependent upon actually yourself. Like, for something to be here, look, there's an ontological argument, right? For something to exist, it had to come into a being, right? Had to have a cause. So there's a first cause. Everything that's been made has a first cause. We can go back as far as time begins that there is a cause. In order for there to be a cause, there had to be a previous cause, right?
and
Because
it's a
that's just simple
contradiction
time.
to have an infinite regress of causes.
Right. So there had to have been a prior
Yeah, but for
existence
you,
that
but
wasn't
for you,
caused.
but for you, there's a finite. There's an actual beginning. What
Yes.
what began God then? Obviously, God then
Well,
had to have a
God's
cause.
outside of time. See, that's the argument.
That's
There-
the you see, but
no,
you
but
can't
no,
use
no,
that
no,
argument
no.
then.
Examine. No. I
You
would say
know?
examine the argument again. The argument is that there has to be a cause to every cause, or a cause and effect to every cause, right?
I'm telling you then, using your argument, if God exists, then he had to have a cause too. So what caused God?
No.
That's
Okay, let me
actually
explain
no,
it.
right here.
No, that's
Can I?
okay. So
Here,
when
let
there's
me,
a cause,
Let me jump in.
there's an effect, right? So infinite causes it's illogical. There's no such thing as an infinite cause. So that no, hold on. So that therefore means that there's something outside of time that had never you know, that something that's outside of time that had to cause, right? God is
Yeah,
outside
But
of time,
but how do you know that God is outside of time?
because it's the only
Because the
logical
because
Bible
time
says
had to
conclusion.
it.
start. No,
No,
because
that's
time
the only
had to
logical
start, right?
conclusion.
Because something had to cause time, right? So
But what
Time had to.
caused
like,
God? What if something created
no,
God?
and here's like,
Do
okay,
you know that?
so what he's saying is this, is that think about it this way. Think about the dominoes, right? Think about, it's really a domino effect. There has to be a beginning domino, doesn't there?
Yeah,
And let's keep.
but
Go
the
ahead.
beginning domino toppling over is caused by the man. You know,
Exactly. So
and the
and
man is
here's
caused before by whatever. You
and
know,
so it would be
it goes on forever.
let me ask you this. Wouldn't it be illogical to say that there was an infinite cause, like, how do I say this? That the dominoes were just infinite, that's what caused them? That the cause of the dominoes toppling was the infinite dominoes, I guess, if you could say. Doesn't there have to be a starting point? It would be
Yeah, no,
illogical to say that it was just a circle, infinite circle of dominoes toppling one another. Wouldn't that be illogical?
well, no, because it's not just the dominoes eventually stop, but then something else causes a different motion to start.
Exactly. So,
Do you
and that's
understand what I'm
something,
saying?
yeah,
So
and
that's what
so
makes
that's
it
what we
infinite.
call, and that's what we call an independent being, right? It's called a necessary being too, something that it has to be completely independent of these causes because, like we established, think of it like a train. Can a train go in a circle infinitely without any cause? Or let me tell you how Stephen Hawking put it. The universe existed because it needed to exist. Is that a sufficient response? Is that logical?
I don't know because he
I
might
mean,
have
no,
proved
like,
it. He might have proved it.
no, he didn't. That was his response to when they asked him why was the universe created, which is circular reasoning, right? So it's like running in a circle. Do you get it? It's kind of like, Sebastian, why do you exist? Because I exist. No, that's not how it works. You're trying to use kind of like an infinite circle, right? Why do you exist? Well, because my parents
So
made me. That's more logical, right?
so then you just don't believe that sometimes shit just happens.
Well, that's kind of where, that's what we're talking about, though, is like, what
Yeah.
causes that crap to happen? What caused it,
Do you
right?
think everything has a purpose?
I do believe that, but I think that's a little outside of the argument that we're talking here. Well,
Alright.
yes and no. Like,
Yeah.
it has a purpose, and like I said, that you put the dominoes in line, there has to be a beginning. It can't just the dominoes can't just have started falling by themselves. It couldn't. It's impossible
But
without
it's like
something moving.
if you look at this, if you look at it this way, whenever the dominoes topple over, they're gonna be stood back up again eventually, and the same
Yeah.
thing's gonna happen again.
By what? By what? By who? And can they do it by themselves? That's a little illogical.
It's by someone,
Exactly.
but the
There
act,
you go.
but the act,
Or by
but the act
something.
for, but the
You're-
act
you're-
for
you're-
this, but the act for the someone to do it is caused by something else. They're just another domino, basically. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's kind of illogical, though, isn't it?
But it's not though,
Okay,
because
so let's
what's
go
the
back to the
difference?
beginning.
What's the difference between the human being and the domino? They're both having effects. They both have effect on something. The domino has the effect on the other domino, and the human has the effect on the domino. But something had an effect on the human to have an effect on the domino. You understand? And something had the
Yes.
effect on the human to have the effect on the domino, and it keeps going.
Yeah, and it keeps going, but don't you think it stops at one point?
There
Do you
wasn't a
think it's-
start. There wasn't a
You don't
start.
think there was a start. So you believe in the I'll appeal to you scientifically. You believe in the scientific impossibility that nothing created everything.
Yeah.
There you go. You can't appeal to science now because you're
you
just
can't-
contradicting yourself. So.
Look,
Like,
mean,
because
no, Sebastian.
I'm
it's-
not saying
it's really-
I'm not saying that God never existed. I'm just saying I just want to know how you know God exists.
We know exists.
That's
Okay, look,
what I wanna
look.
know.
Okay, we know God's exists.
Romans
because
1:18.
okay, that too. But we know we know God exists because of knowledge. You can't know anything apart from knowledge, right? So if you make any kind of truth claim, any kind of knowledge claim, that therefore means that there is a God, because in order for any kind of knowledge to come into, existence, there has to be a divine. There has to be some kind of knowledge giver. For you to know
Exactly.
anything, you have to
But
appeal
what makes
to
your
the
religion
infinite.
correct as opposed to the other ones that
Okay,
think
so
the
that's
exact
now.
same thing you do?
So now we're going into a different subject. We're going from proving God's existence to proving a religion is true. So okay, God exists.
Yeah, that's
We're
what
at point A. Point B, why we think Christianity is true. Christianity is true because number one, the resurrection of Christ. And how we know that Christianity is true is because when Jesus died and rose again on the cross, right? There was
Did
witnesses.
you know that happened?
Well, historically,
That's
sure,
actually,
yeah.
yeah,
That's a
historically that is
historical
Did
true.
you
We do
fact.
know
have
that
extra
he
biblical
maybe
documents.
wasn't suffering from some mental disorder? It was a random guy that thought he was some almighty.
Well, the odds of that
Well,
happening is very slim. Like it's like
The
literally
odds of
a
that
million and
happening
one.
is not that slim. There's a lot of crazy people in the world.
Well, okay, so but no, but
we
how
do
we-
have historical evidence that and more than 700 witnesses that saw his resurrected self.
right. Okay, look. Okay, here's
I don't
These are
know.
objective truths.
here's the first.
I
argument.
hear
Dude, well,
I hear
here's
a
the
lot of. All right, never mind. All right, go, keep going.
Okay, so just for an objection to what you said, maybe it's some lunatic, because this is a real argument. People actually say that Jesus
Yeah.
could have been hallucinating, or the people that saw him were hallucinating and saw visions
Yeah.
of him, coming back to
I
life.
heard
But he was-
I heard an entire TED talk on Bill Nye talking about that. Bill Nye called
Bill
Jesus
Nye.
a lunatic.
Bill
Bill
Yeah.
Nye
Nye
is a
literally,
mechanic.
dude, the guy's
Yeah.
Bill
like,
Nye is, he's an engineer. Sorry, he's an engineer. He's not even a physicist.
I know, but
okay,
Yeah.
but I mean, okay, I want to make this point though. Speaking historically as a fact, Jesus did exist and he did die on a cross. Whether he was risen from the dead is where people disagree. And so here's the
Yeah.
argument that he really did, the objection to what you said. So when Jesus rose from the dead, right? So number one, the Bible talks about, or these written manuscripts talk about, that women were the first ones to see Jesus' appearance. Okay, in first century Jerusalem, women were deemed as the least likely to carry on a message because they weren't trusted. Men
Right.
were the
Inferior.
authority, right? So number one, if someone's gonna make a fake story about some kind of Jesus rising from the dead to save people, they wouldn't have used women as the first people to document who they saw as witnesses. Okay, and then number
Much
two,
less women who were insignificant in society. Like, these
Exactly.
women weren't even powerful at all. They were just like common women. Continue.
right? Okay, and then number two, right? We have, I think, the manuscripts that we have, the amount of manuscripts. Okay, did you know that with the majority of people, okay, historians in general, when they examine some kind of historical document that has historical facts on it, on a historical event, right? One manuscript, just one historical, just one, is enough to deem as something as true, right? We have over 1,600 different manuscripts of people saying that they saw the resurrection of Christ and saying that they saw, basically that Jesus rose from the dead. Over 1,600 manuscripts. And the crazy thing is like Alexander the Great. We only have like 5 manuscripts or 5 written documents of historical events of him in existence right now, and he's considered a historical figure. And we have over 1,600 about Jesus. Like, the historical evidence of Jesus' resurrection it's mind-blowing. And so,
But at the end of the day,
then why is
personally,
it
brother,
why is it so refuted today then?
I don't think
And
it's
Why
not
is there
it's
so much?
not
brother-
Why is
refuted.
it? Why, I mean, why is there so much? Why is there so much doubt though?
I think there's so much
I'll
doubt
submit to you
because
this.
of, I mean, there's-
Brendan, I think you're kind of going down the naturalistic apologetic worldview, which I think we both disagree with. Which
Bro,
is
what do you mean?
confusing me right now.
No, there's no way, because if you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, Paul appeals to that argument. He goes, brothers, look back to the gospel that I preached to you. He goes, that's the faith. The gospel is the resurrection of Christ, and how we know the resurrection of Christ is because of the message. The words. The message is in the documents. It's in the written manuscripts.
Well, we know.
I have a question.
sorry, it's just
Okay.
so off topic. But what do you have against other forms of Christianity? I don't understand this.
Well, I guess
I've
more.
never understood this.
What do you mean?
So-
Give me an example. Like,
I don't know, another form of Christianity. Let me think of one.
Like
That,
Mormonism?
people, like
That'd be good.
Mormonism. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Why is it?
Well,
it all comes
do you
down
want
to
to start?
truth.
You can start.
Is that just because it's a wrong interpretation of the Bible or a different one, or what is it?
It's a wrong one. Dude, if the Bible says that Jesus is God, literally, multiple times, and then someone says Jesus is not God, then...
And then makes a religion?
Yeah, and then makes a religion about that. Like, it's kind of funny, though, because, like, these cults, they actually have blatant misinterpretations. They have very sketchy backgrounds, and this is the beauty of Christianity, bro. I'm not even kidding you. Christianity is based on the message that people told people, not what
Exactly.
one man. See, Muhammad, the Islamic religion is based on Muhammad's visions. The
Yeah.
Bible is based on hundreds, thousands of witnesses, different prophets. You know, the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they're called the Synoptic Gospels. In other words, they all coincide. They all have the same message, the same... wow, I hear my echo. That's crazy. What's crazy about it, though, is that none of these men came together and wrote down the Gospels. They were all in different parts of the world, different ages, different time spans, but all within 60 years of Jesus dying, and they all have the same consistent message. It's crazy, dude. It's
Right.
unlike any. It's just a historical phenomenon, which is crazy because like it's so absurd, or not absurd, but it's so insane. It's unlike any other historical document that we have, and for that reason, historians disqualify it. Do you see how crazy that is? It's like, oh
But
wow,
I want to know.
it's
But
too
I want to
connected.
know why they because it's just too
Well, because
easy.
yeah, literally, I'm not even kidding you. Like they say, oh, they're just two together. Like no, there had to be some kind of conspiracy.
No,
It's not
seriously,
possible. And yet
here-
we have Alexander the Great, like Brendan said. We only have very few documents. I'm telling you, dude. On the scale in which the historical documents that we have of the biblical manuscripts is on a scale like it's a historical anomaly. They do recognize it as a
So
historical anomaly.
there's like another sanction of Christianity. Why? And I'm trying to
Wait,
think of what they're called. I forget what they're called.
Like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes, them. Yes, them. Why do
Well,
they
see-
get so much hate? I don't understand.
You think?
I mean, everywhere I look, like whenever they're brought up, it's usually in a manner of like a joke, or they're like, "Oh, these people are crazy," or blah blah this
Oh,
and that.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, I
so I
guess,
just,
yeah.
I mean, it's a stereotype, and I want to
Well,
know
if-
like why. If it's a sanction of Christianity, why are other Christians making fun of it?
Well, because if you do look at their historical beginnings, all these cults, all these other different
Are they a
supposed
cult though? Are
branches,
they a cult?
yeah,
Are they a
absolutely.
cult?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because you look at their beginnings and they all start with one person who had a vision, one person, male or female.
Who was their one person?
Jehovah's Witness. It was not Elaine White or what was his name, Brendan? Not Joseph
I was gonna
Smith,
say
that's the
Norman
Mormons.
Gleiser.
No,
I
I forget the
forgot.
dude's name, but it was, and it's funny because they actually changed the Bible. They changed some parts. For example, in John 1:1 it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And in their Bible, they literally changed it to say, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God." In other words, and the Word is referring to Jesus. So they say, no, Jesus is a God, not the God. And they're essentially polytheistic, same with Mormons. And you look at any Greek manuscript that you could ever find from before 500 AD, and that you will not find that grammar there. You just don't. So they blatantly changed it, and they blatantly do these things. For example, like Richard Dawkins has even been on there, and he said like the Bible it's historic, like it's
So
true history.
basically,
Like
so
it's
from what I understand, basically they believe that Jesus was a separate God from God.
Right. No, they
Kind of.
believe
They
that he
believe
was
he
an
was Michael the
archangel.
yeah, Michael the Archangel, but also he's a God. That there are different types of God. Yes, they do.
What's Jehovah? What is that?
It's a name. It's a
The
name of
Latinized
God.
name.
it's like a translated version
It's a
of
Latin
God's name.
translation of the Hebrew name of God, which is Yahweh, which is YHWH, and so the Latinized version is with the J. It's instead of Yahweh, which is kind of like
Yeah.
really what it is. It's the Latinized is Jehovah, right? So Yahweh, Jehovah, and so.
So why don't you guys call him that?
Well, it's a Latinized version, and it's a language that came after, in fact, the Hebraic language.
I mean, it's not wrong to refer him as Jehovah, right? I mean, it's just
but
it's like
it's like they believe that's the true name of God, which is just not true.
Right.
It's like historic. Like I said, Richard Dawkins, one of the biggest skeptics of our age, one of the biggest atheists, he has like been on air saying like, yeah, the Bible is beautiful historic poetry. You read the Psalms, like it's poetry, and it's truly like it's ancient, it's historic. Yeah, no, he said that, and he says, he says like it's historic as in like it's authentic in its age, not in its message. But he believes like, yeah, no, it's really nice poetry. It's ancient. It's true. Like the language you read, it's ancient. And then he says like, but the Book of Mormon is totally fake. Like it's not ancient at all.
Like the only thing I know about like Mormonism or Jehovah's Witness or whatever is that they believe that Jesus didn't die on a cross. That's all I know.
Yeah, he died on a stick.
Yeah, on some stick. Yeah, that's all I know.
All right, boys, let's ready up because it's late.
Yeah.
But this is a good conversation, bro.
It was. No, I like it. I really want to believe. I really want to believe in something.
I'll leave you with this, bro. Like, we think logic, we think science, right? And like you said, appealing to things that are true, that we know to be objectively true. Which I think is honestly the societal construct that I do believe that science is the ultimate authority, which I don't believe because, think about it. Did Brock leave?
No, he's restarting his stuff. He said his mic's not working.
Oh, okay.
How do you, like, at the end of the day, you can't prove science, and you can't prove logic.
Should we start a game without him?
Low-key.
with my foot tapping?
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you know I like the conversation? I'm having a good time with my foot.
He was telling me how he was trying to talk, and he said that his mic wasn't working, and he just thought like everyone was ignoring him and like talking over him.
Yeah.
No wonder I didn't hear him for a long time. Okay.
Anyway,
you were saying?
Your homework, dude. Your homework is this: go home and try to prove that science is absolutely. Like, do you know what the scientific method is?
Yeah, of course.
Brendan, hypothesis.
Yeah.
We learned it in school.
We're taught that in like 5th grade.
Yeah. How do we know? Like who? Like that's truly a human thing. Like how do we know that that's true?
Obviously it came from a human.
Yeah, but how do you prove the scientific method? You get it? Like.
I know, you probably can't. You can't.
You can't, exactly. Like, you prove the scientific method with the scientific method. It's like.
I said,
but and things like for me,
to me, it just boils down to it's whatever the individual person believes in, and that's what they're gonna go with.
I think whether you're philosophical, scientific, and because even philosophically, there's people that are called philosophical theists.
But I do think it's important to have faith in something.
And that's not very scientific of you, but you see how it's human nature, dude.
No, but I'd want to. I'd want to have faith,
Dude, seriously, it's only like it's a 19th century religion, or 18th century religion.
I never wondered, I never assumed it was ancient, but I never thought it was
I'll tell you this. I really, really hope there's a God up there. I really do.
Can you guys hear me now?
And I think it's very important to. It's important to know that, because, dude,
Brock said
think about it. Like, think of all that you're doing. Oh my gosh, fine, I'll leave.
He said, "Oh my gosh, I'll leave."
Can you hear me now?
No, not yet. I'm not in here. Boy, go get some headphones. How much money you got?
Can you hear me now?
No.
We can't hear you, bro. Tell him to plug in his old headphones.
Plug in your old headphones.
What happened?
We can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, Papa John.
Dude, I realized that I hadn't heard your voice in a long time because we were so like.
Dude, I'm over here contributing to the conversation and you guys are just like talking around. I was like, wow, like they're just not letting me talk at all. I was like, damn, okay, and I was just like listening. I was telling Brendan, like, that was a really, I was shaking my foot because of how much I was enjoying the conversation.
He's tapping his toes.
It's happening.
I mean, I'll just
It was a
tell
good
you,
combo. It was a good
like,
combo.
even though I don't really believe this statement, but like it is a good thought-provoking statement. It's like, Sebastian, if you're true, I wasted my life, but if I'm right, you've wasted your eternity. Think about it. Like, you know, all this stuff that we do in this world to get money, to get stability, security. Maybe you don't want to get rich. Maybe you just want stability. You know, like all these things that we work for. We know for sure that you're gonna die, and your acting career is gonna die with you.
Wait, Brock, you're using a
Obviously.
controller?
So,
No.
oh yeah, Loki. So,
Low key, you are though.
I think
but
he's
just think on
using
that,
it.
dude. Like
How
the
old is
things you
headphones?
do in this life, like,
Yeah.
is it, you really think it's all gonna end at the grave? Because I think one of the coolest things is, like, philosophically,
'Cause
the
I don't
only
think you live
contradiction
like
there is
that.
philosophically is conceiving our inexistence. It's a philosophical contradiction. It's the only contradiction that there is in philosophy when it comes to, like, I guess reality.
It's the
By the
only-
way, in game chat, when you're, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when you're in game chat and the loading screen comes on, nobody can
Yeah.
hear each other.
Yeah.
Sure. But I do want
I
to
just
say
say this,
shout
dude.
out to Merce
Just-
Rodriguez in the
yeah.
chat.
How long have you been streaming?
For like an hour.
Honestly, bro, just
I had this
like,
whole conversation.
I don't want to seem like a typical conservative Christian, so I'll say this: like, look for these things, look them up, look them up for yourself. Like, don't take
No,
my
but
words, don't take
no,
Brandon's words.
you don't. I like all the first people that I've talked to about this that make it. I don't know what the word is, but makes me want to go look it up and stuff like that.
Yeah, do it, dude. Honestly, that's how me and Brendan, like, that's how we came to Christ. It's like, we grew up
People
in
giving
Christian
us
homes.
questions. We're like,
Yeah,
wait.
like, we grew up in Christian homes, and all I ever heard was like, oh, you don't have faith, you're doubting? Oh, it's because you gotta pray more, you gotta pray more. Like, it's like, hey, that's not how it works. Like, you know, God wants us to
It's
look for Him.
misleading,
You know?
honestly.
You think, yeah, it is. Like, think about it. You think that a God of the universe who, like, is supposedly a personal God, you think He wants to just shut up and believe in Him? Like, no, He wants us to know Him. It's like just logical. You want someone to just love you, like, blindly? No, you want them to love you for who you are, for what you do,
Right.
for, you know?
Right.
So, just look, man, just search, and promise you you'll come to a conclusion that's pretty satisfying. And it
dude,
won't be a victory
debates.
royale. But
One thing that really helps me is, like, I'm a really intellectual person. Like, I like reasoning, and listening to debates is really good too. Like debates with like people that have
Debates
studied.
like-
Like atheists and
Okay, in the least
what you mean?
prideful way.
I'm an intellectual.
No, like,
I'm just kidding.
you know what I
I'm
mean?
just
Like, there's
messing
people
with
that are not. I mean, is everyone an intellectual type? Like, does everyone think
you. Yeah.
like with the mind of like? You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. I'm joking with you completely, bro.
Wow, bro, I'm feeling convicted now. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, like between atheists and Christians, or like, you know, certain historians and stuff like that.
yeah.
Alright, now let's catch a win, boys.
Sebastian, I
But
don't know.
before
The
that,
only
what
way
do
we
you
can
think
win,
about
though,
abortion?
the only way we can win, Sebastian, is if you convert to Christ, you know, so I don't know. God told me right now.
Like I
that
said,
we-
God told me right now.
Like
Bro,
I
if we
said,
win, God's real.
like I said, I really want to believe in a God. I really do.
I believe you
We
already
had
do
to be
believe in
with God
God.
in the good times and the bad times.
Low
I
key,
wanna
Sebastian, you
believe
do
it.
believe in God. You're just suppressing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I do.
No, that is definitely.
Is that
that's,
somebody?
We were just through that. Oh, that was you? I just
Yeah.
ran out of that because of you? Maybe,
Yeah, that is a
maybe
biblical
this is
principle.
maybe this is my beginnings
Yeah, dude.
to believe. I don't, like I said, I'm not like like the other atheists who are like, oh my god, like never, don't talk to me about this. I will never believe in a god. Like I'm open to believing anything if it's, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, I really liked everything you said.
I think that the true biblical like response is when it comes to people not believing. I don't think they ever believe because they don't have enough evidence.
But this is the
believe.
difference between me and them. I don't believe because I just don't know information on it. But generally, they don't believe because they just hate it. They think it's dumb. I don't think religion. I just don't know anything about it. So that's why I have to educate. I would want to educate myself. Like if someone asked me to go to church, I would go to church.
I feel you.
You know, yeah.
And that's really about there.
I'm not gonna
Dude,
be like,
Joey.
Church, gross. You know.
Joey, do you remember your old church crowd? Do you remember Brian?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Do you know? Poor guy. What happened?
Yeah, he's probably like.
What happened?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's like sipping lean, like.
What happened?
Sipping lean.
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I thought he was a cool guy, and I didn't really like him for that. And now, I realize
You guys
that
want a rift?
I'm
Guys,
the
there's
cool
rifts all
guy.
over here.
I'm over at gas station. Just
Hey, I've got a mini for someone. Joey, want to take it?
Oh, I have
one
four.
too,
I have
but-
4 minis.
Oh, never mind. Who needs?
Oh, here, I have one more. Oh, you
No,
have
no,
two?
that's good, yeah. I need to give one to Brendan. Brendan, come
Here,
take this.
let's low key rift, guys.
Brendan, come here.
Yeah, where are you?
Over here. Over here.
Purple vending machine.
Brendan, we gotta go witnessing again.
We got impulses.
Aren't we?
We
Are
got
we rifting? Are we
scope
rifting?
they are and a bolt.
Are there any rifts over there, Brock?
Wait, I saw a rift over there.
No.
Like where we were, Joey.
Yeah, I know,
No,
but
we gotta
I'm just
go
asking
back.
because yeah, see, that's a drive that I don't want to make, but let's see if there's a golf cart around
let's
here,
go back.
or a random cart. I want to run all the way back there. I'm too lazy.
Oh, it's
Are we going? Are we
Wait, no, there's a rift right here, guys.
going? Where at?
On me.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Fork knife.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pee. Wait, no,
Oh
let's
my
rift
God,
and then I'm
this
gonna
guy's
go
bladder
pee. Oh
is
wait,
so
that's not a
funny.
rift. Never
Oh,
mind,
there's
that's
rifts
not a
over
rift.
here though. There's rifts over here. Southeast 150.
Yeah.
Right here, look it.
Where?
Yeah, that's where we were at.
Oh.
Me and Sebastian were asking.
No, that's where we were. Yeah.
We gotta hustle.
Not really.
Yeah,
Fine.
Oh, we're straight.
Dora. Joe, I gotta show you the funniest fucking Dora thing ever.
Oh, dude, it's
The
G.
Brendan. Dude, I showed everybody that, Brendan. They all love it.
I like how he does that pedal with his arm, dude, hitting the snare.
Oh, we barely made it.
He's so
You
good.
realize how
Dude.
great
Wait, where are we going? Where are we going?
Into the circle.
Salty. As far as we can, dude.
As far as the eye
Yeah,
can
it's all
see,
good.
laddie. As far as the others can see.
Lottie.
Laddie daddy da. Laddie daddy da do. Laddie daddy da dee dee. Laddie daddy do. I'm gonna get my ammo. Thank you.
Do you really move faster if you jump? I feel like you don't.
I don't know if it.
I don't think-
feels
I
It's
jump.
better because it.
I jump so I don't get hit by a sniper.
Yeah, it's least likely that you'll get.
Oh
hit
no
by
no, I
shots.
mean like jumping in this purple zone.
Yeah.
Good question. Okay, so
Jump
I see
so we don't
people
get hit.
north 345 building.
I gotta pee though.
Dude, you're blat. Oh, I see a care package. A drop.
Oh fuck! I just gave away our position on accident.
Nice, you.
Bro, I'm jumping super high. Look at me, look in the circle.
Oh my
Look in the
gosh.
circle.
I hit that guy.
I'm
I hit
going.
that guy for 21.
Oh shoot. I'm going. I got 2 boogie bombs, so I'm smack this kitty.
You want that gold? I'm gonna take that gold.
Bill Sebastian.
Nah,
Bill.
nah.
Take this med kit just in case.
Why am
Hey,
I
give
still
me. Can I get
crouching?
your small ammo If you're.
That's because
if
you
you're
gotta
willing.
get out of building.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm over here telling you Sebastian build, and I'm
Oh,
over
get out of
here
the storm,
getting
storm,
smacked.
storm, storm.
Oh,
Ah.
damn it. I didn't even realize that. We were in the storm.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, he lasered me, bro.
That was so stupid.
Ah.
Dude, I got destroyed right now. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna go.
Wow.
That was completely ignored. Oh my gosh. A minigun is literally Marissa's favorite.
That was dumb.
Wait, what skin should
Dude,
I
you-
be?
You guys know
for me.
Quora? What Quora is?
Cora.
Yeah, it's like Quora.
What's that?
It's like a website. I don't know, but they send me emails. I don't know when I signed
Oh,
up for it.
Cora. Yeah, I know Cora.
They
The red
send me
one?
emails, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
They send me emails, and they're high-key great. Like, they send me emails of forums, like, look at this. Why are there no kids in GTA 5? And it's just like, I don't know.
Wait, who sends those? Like, is it a company or?
I don't know. It sends me like, here's your daily digest, and like they'll send me like
Here's your
things like,
daily.
like they'll send me sports stuff like how come in this, like I don't know, just like watch. Like, are you a soldier's trained on how to perform a mercy kill? I don't know.
I love that one. Oh, that one's cool too. Jerry. Or Brendan, I mean.
Bro,
Dude, all of
y'all
these.
finna watch the fight?
With Triple G
Canelo
and
and Triple G? Dude,
What are
I
you
wanna
talking
watch
about?
that
Canelo, hola levo.
in the boxing match.
Who won the first round again? Canelo, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but like it was
Yeah.
low-key fixed.
It was like controversial, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because the lady judge who like the one who was the decision, like she had like a landslide Canelo win, which was just not true.
Right.
So like they're like, oh, like I think she got fired too, like got taken off the board
That's how
of
we
judges.
do it, girl.
It's because she was a Mexican lady, high key, dude. Like I'm not kidding you. She voted. She probably gave him the win because he was
Dude, that is
Mexican.
insane. Why am I
Wow.
hungry? This shouldn't
Why,
be
why?
happening. What time is it? Friggin' 1:40.
Bro,
I got
there's
you.
one thing I love in the world is sports.
Oh, dude.
I love
you
sports
didn't
so
have to.
much.
Me too.
I'll eat a
Me
banana.
too. All I do is just play fantasy football right now. It's
Me
like
a
my
hot
life
dog.
right now.
Dude, see, I don't want to play fantasy football, dude. That would
Because
be
it would run your life. It
it
would run your
ruin
life.
my freaking
Yeah,
life. dude.
it does. It ruins my life already.
I literally, I have a problem, like, I don't have a problem texting and driving. I have a problem reading sports center articles and driving. I can't.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't. Me too.
I can't even.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, whoever had Andy Dawson today,
Yeah, I had Andy
freaking-
Dalton. I had
No
Andy
way.
Dalton, and I had
Did you
AJ
play
Green,
him?
and I have AJ
No
Green. Yeah,
way.
yeah. I got
Bro,
20. I
you
got
freak-
22 points from both.
oh my gosh,
Yeah, it
bro,
was
you
ridiculous.
freaking smacked.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That's awesome.
What now?
Oh, you're back.
I
Wait,
want to
what
play
backpack
fantasy
should I
football
get?
so
Look at
bad,
this one.
bro.
It's a pool party. Or should I use this one?
Wonder how Joe Flacco.
Alright,
did.
boys, let's get a win, yeah?
So you have Dalton as your starting QB?
Yeah, I have
Who'd
Dalton.
you have last week?
Or should I use no backpack?
Or didn't you?
I
No.
had
Luckily,
Andy
I might
Dalton
do
last
this
week.
one. This is lucky.
Okay.
Cool.
No, well, so I drafted
That
Carson
Reaver,
Wentz,
Oh,
not
yeah,
knowing that he wasn't gonna play the first couple of weeks, so I had to pick Andy Dalton
And
off the
which-
waiver
Dude,
wire.
Loki, he's not gonna play till
Yeah.
Rift
like
Edge.
right before
That's
the
what I'm
playoffs
saying.
start.
But I'm not gonna drop him because then it'll just someone
Balloon.
else will pick him up and then he'll start
Doesn't
kicking
it make
ass.
a squeaky balloon noise when you hit it?
Yeah, he got.
The
It's weird, dude, because he could either return like in 3 weeks or he could return
Yeah.
in like
Oh,
Do you want to hear
7
my team?
weeks.
Do you want to hear my team?
Already
Alright,
up, Brennan.
This is my team. Andy Dalton. I have Leonard Fournette.
Hold on.
Not bad.
I have Jay Ajayi. I have AJ Green. I have
Sounds like
Robert
Zelda.
Woods. I have I have R Woods. I have Doug Baldwin.
Okay.
I have the San Francisco tight end Kittle. I have the
Oh, yeah,
Denver
he was in
I have,
pretty good.
yeah,
Look at this
I have
one.
the Denver defense, and I have Steven
Ooh.
Gostkowski, the Patriots kicker.
Ooh. That's
It's
pretty
alright,
good.
and I
That's
got
pretty
26. I got 26 points from Andy Dalton today, and I got 24 points from AJ Green.
Dude.
So I'm pretty set right
Yeah,
now.
and Andy Dalton, dude, he's a wild card. AJ Green will always
Yeah.
put in
Yeah,
consistent
yeah.
yards, but
Yeah, Andy Dalton could.
If
You'll
Andy-
probably next week he'll get me like 5 points.
if he can have like a repeat of the 2015
Let's do the hype.
season, he'll ball out, dude.
Alright. That's it. Do I even
Okay.
have it? Where's hype? I don't even have hype. I do have, yeah.
Hey. Joey, you gonna get in this?
Dude, everyone here at the cafe,
Snapchat.
cafe right now is playing PUBG.
Joey, why did you send me Monica's Snapchat?
Bro, everyone plays CSGO.
Oh,
at the one we
because
go to.
literally, why does
Everyone
this
plays
guy
what?
still act like he's in high school?
CS:GO
He literally
or,
never
what's
goes
that?
anywhere without that hat.
You don't know CSGO?
Dude,
What is
I have
that?
an Aquaman
What is
hat.
No,
It's like-
he literally
CS:GO
every
is
single
like-
picture I've seen of him since we got out of high
I
school,
don't know,
he has
first
that hat
person
on.
shooter.
I don't
Kinda
get it,
like-
bro.
Competitive game on
He takes it to like
Dude, he
fancy
still
family
looks-
parties. He takes it
Okay.
to like dinners. He takes dude that freaking Batman hat. He doesn't go anywhere
Hey,
without
let's
it.
take Viking. Let's take Viking so we can take the rifts out of there.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's one of those relationships, bro, where they just got together because that's all they had left.
Oh my gosh,
so
Joey,
funny.
that's so fucking funny,
Bro,
man.
you were telling me we agreed on this like a long time ago. Bro, we have a couple of friends that are a
Yeah,
couple
he's
from
in
high
it for
school.
her titties because he's
Yeah,
one of those
because he's
Mexican guys
12.
that likes titties. Yeah,
And
and
not
he's
even that, because
12.
his
12
mentality
years
is still
old.
like boobs, like boobs.
Dude, that's no,
Yeah.
he's
Bro, who
he's
remembers
older
the
than
I
us.
Love
Both of
Boobies
us.
Like what, 21, 22?
Yeah, he's 21. Hey, I love George to death, but
Yeah.
he does need to grow up like a
I love
lot.
that he is a
Bro,
little,
who
like,
remembers the I Love Boobies bracelets?
bro, I still love
What
boobs.
are you talking about?
Bro, you don't remember those? No way.
Are you serious? He doesn't
I have
remember
minis.
mine?
I have minis for both of you. I have minis for one of you.
I really
I'm the
thought
only
you
one that
said I
stayed,
have
so-
titties for both of you, and I was like, bro, what are you talking about?
Bro, he's got some titties for both of us, not just one of us. That's what he means, honey.
You're clean.
Oh, I get
Oh.
a shot. Whoa!
We're gonna
Whoa.
shout out.
I'm gonna
Where?
shot
I
hard.
don't have a gun.
Oh, they're from
I thought we
Northeast.
landed alone.
I was definitely
Who was
keeping
shooting
it.
then?
People from the other side.
The Northeast.
Does anyone have a gun?
Yeah, we'll have a
Fine. I got, like,
Wow.
got one.
Knocked one.
Oh, I don't have any more ammo. Damn it, I don't have ammo.
You guys good?
Yeah, I think so right now.
Barely.
No, I'm down. Get him, get him, get him, get him. He's so low. This guy's so low. Yeah.
Got him, boy.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good
Give
stuff.
me.
Are you good?
This left team. We got 2 thotties on that one.
Dude, the freaking I've been killing it with the dualies lately. I don't know what's the
So
deal.
am I. I
They're
love the
actually
dually.
underrated.
And
Rated.
can someone save me? Can someone save me a gun? I need a gun really bad.
Here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have
I'll leave it
There's
at
a
mid.
lot. There's a gold machine
Oh, I need
gun
a
down
med
here
kit.
for
Where am I
the.
going?
one. What do you mean a gold machine gun?
A gold machine gun.
What
There's
is
a
that?
gold machine gun.
Oh, a minigun. Sorry,
I
minigun.
was like, what is that?
I'll be
Yeah,
honest with you,
Got a machine
bro.
gun on me.
Sebastian, you can't say God is real because I literally, you know, I'm such a Christian, that I gave you my blue AR. It was the only gun I had, and then he
Yeah.
like I opened the chest and I got another blue AR. So you can't tell me guys not real, bro.
That's the beginnings of my
Bro,
of my
Sebastian,
my
if
belief.
we win this game,
What if that actually changed his life? That's literally some of these gamers that hang out at NetFrags. That's something they would do. Like, seriously?
Bro, I'm gonna see him like at the Christian conferences like 20 years later. Yeah, just playing Fortnite with the boys one night, and then
And he gave me his blue AR. It was life
Blue
changing.
AR, no, it's not even that good.
it is good. What are you talking about, bro?
It's pretty good.
Bro,
What
you
do you
can
mean?
murder
It was my
Not
only gun, bro.
that
It was I had
dang, bro,
I
you
gave him that
white
and I had a
privilege, freaking
purple.
American dream
Yeah,
type.
for real.
Bro, you're just trying to look good now.
I had a minigun and that AR. And I was like, you know what, Sebastian?
Actually,
it's
I'm
funny.
ugly and I'm proud.
I think it's funny when
Good that
Brendan
is.
says it's like, what's that phrase that you say, Brendan? That's in like every rap song. But for some reason, when you say it, it's funny.
I say a phrase in every rap song.
Is it buns or?
No, it's like a phrase that they sing in every rap song. But Brendan says it a lot.
Did
Oh,
the
dude,
gunshot
I want to
sounds?
know now.
Yeah, and I want to know too because it's funny.
Wait, Gratata?
Oh, it's like it's like like 3 or 4 words, but they all rhyme.
Frick, frack, patty whack, give it a go bone.
Yes, that, yeah.
What is it? Anyway?
Frick, frack,
Yeah.
frick, frack, patty whack, give it a go bone.
Yeah.
No, it's
If
knick-knack.
she calls me later, tell her I'm not home.
Oh.
Oh,
He said,
Saucy.
oh.
that was saucy.
Your girl, she a dog, so I gave her the bone.
She's a dog, so I gave her the bone.
Damn, that was pretty good.
Wait, who was pretty good?
Yours.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't rhyme bone again.
Yeah, you can.
Bro,
Bro,
ask him again. I guarantee you
Bro,
laugh.
if
She
T-Pain
tried to get
can
a
rap,
hold of me, but I
if
told her I lost my phone.
Oh, bro, if T-Pain can rap Mansion with Wisconsin, I think I'm able to do anything. Alright.
Dude, what was that one that Eminem did? Have you listened to his new album, Joey?
Dude,
So
oh
good.
my
It's so
Dude,
good.
it's
God.
fire, dude. It's
Wait, did you listen to
awesome.
that? Did you listen? Did you
I'm
listen to
having-
that? Did you listen to that song for that rapper that torched him though?
Dude,
Oh, MGK.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Rap Devil, dude.
Yeah.
Look, he
Bro,
got
he
him.
annihilated him.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah, he did, dude. That was nuts.
You guys
I
have
really-
small ammo that you're not using.
Yeah, I do.
Hell nah, blood.
much?
Hell nah, blood.
Guys, we gotta dip.
We have
What?
This
rifts
risky rift?
everywhere, literally.
There's literally a rift on every corner of this.
Let's take Greasy Grove real quick. Let's take Greasy Grove real quick.
All right, let's do it. I'm going
Alright,
to
Oh,
we
the
can go.
storm's coming. What the freak?
Yeah, let's.
We can
let's
do it.
Greasy Grove.
Yeah.
Friggin' Brendan on full health.
That's how we do
Oh,
it,
that's
baby
57
girl.
HP.
That's how we do it, baby girl.
There's
I like
people
how he
here.
made fun of.
Where? Where are the people?
Well, they're builds, so.
Oh no, but I think
I
they're
like-
gone.
Baby girl.
I like how he made fun of like, in the song "Lucky You." What is it? I got the moves by Drake, I think.
What
It's
is
like,
it?
You know that song? I got the moves. I got
Yeah.
the moves. Or,
Oh,
who sings that song?
by Big Sean?
Yeah, I think it's him. Yeah, I think about.
No,
Big
he
Sean.
uses a
Oh,
lot
he's
of
not making-
rappers' flows, like
What
that
are you
Gucci
talking
Gang,
about?
like that
Yeah.
Gucci Gang line. He says,
Now,
Gucci
think
Gang,
about
this
Chicken
and that.
Wayne. Everybody
Little-
wanna be Lil Wayne.
Yeah, everyone copying Lil Wayne, yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Finger bang Chicken Wayne.
I like his
Right.
line that's like,
Are you talking about like the song "We Got the Moves"?
No, it's
No.
called like yeah, well, yeah, I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
moves, I think, by
moves.
by Big Sean.
Like,
Moves.
nah, like we make them bang moves. We make
yeah,
the
like,
teams
I make a move,
I make the city move.
we got the
Brock,
moves.
Brock, did
Yeah,
I
that
not
one.
show you that song?
No, my cousin
Are
did.
you sure? I love that song.
I'm positive.
YC people? Northeast 60?
Where?
Where?
It's one guy though.
Northeast. Is he
I
a
don't know.
solo?
Where?
Where?
60?
Look, I'm gonna
Northeast
shoot.
60.
Watch.
Oh, there's a couple. No, there's two.
Oh, his-
There's three. There's three.
Oh yeah, I see him. I see him. Yeah.
Oh, there's
Hey, let's
loot
go.
down
Hey,
there.
Brock, let's go up on the house. Brock, let's go up on the house.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get this pump. I don't have any shotgun.
And is that a shield? I need that.
I see
No,
him.
I'll get that. I want to do. Thank you.
Hey, they have no shield. They have no shield. I just hit him for 35. No shield. We should put low key. We should push these guys.
Boys.
Oh, don't let him hit that rift. Don't let him hit that rift.
Hey, I'm gonna push with Brendan. Let's go up on him.
Alright, I'm gonna. Yeah, you guys push. I'm gonna suppress fire with the LMG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pushing. Let's push. Let's push. Keep firing. Keep firing. Watch out.
Knocked one. One down. That one has shield. Hit him with the C4.
Where is he?
He's in here.
I got one. Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about, baby girls.
Did they
Is there
run?
one more? Where's the last guy? He's right there. He's right there.
Where?
Oh, I knocked one. I knocked one with my grenade. Oh, I hit him for 104. Get him, get him, get him. No! Oh. I literally knocked that guy too. Oh, wow.
Dude, why isn't that guy dying?
Yeah.
Nice,
Oh my
Joey.
God.
And
man.
I even got the kill.
I played that bad.
Sucks.
Hey, hurry up.
I got the
You get
kill
him,
too.
Joey.
Dude, please.
Joey.
My gosh. Build.
Guys, I literally got the kill for that too, and I died.
That's whack. We're sorry. We have a rift right here. I saw it.
Damn it.
Then there's a medkit behind you. Right, let me get some shield. Okay, whatever.
Right here.
I look
on me.
messed up a part of that, but
No, I need.
we did good. Good job,
I
dude. I
just
mean,
need
that was a
one
good
more.
push.
Right here. I got a rip to go. By the way. That's good.
I have a rift to go. Let's use that then.
Hold on. Is there any like? Did that guy have any good? Oh no, never mind. Let's out on me.
No,
Everybody
we can outrun
Let's not
this.
use a rift to go. Oh yeah, we can't outrun it.
Oh, we can.
As long as we stay towards the right.
Hey, give me your guys' rockets as well. Got a rocket launcher.
Here. Oh, never mind. I'll give it to you later. That's some teamwork stuff right there, guys. Dude,
That was good.
I was low-key lagging behind because I was giving you the suppressive fire, and there's a guy
Oh,
who
it
low-key
helped
got
a
like
lot.
he got the angle on you guys, like he came from behind you guys,
Dude,
but like he
that was
built
good, I
in
saw
front of
that.
him, and I got him right on the right on the butt, dude.
dude, I
And he
friggin'
didn't know where it was coming from, so.
I used the C4 to knock this guy's build down, and then as he was falling, I knocked him with the shotgun. It was sick.
That's right, boy.
It was sick. Sickening, dude. I low-key don't have enough mats on that fight.
Yeah, let's put some with you right now.
There's shields here, mushroom. Joey.
I need some health, bro. Brendan, did you ever get that medkit? Yeah, sick. Where is the other?
Shield right here, mushroom.
Alright, this summer's moving faster. Let's go.
What?
The summer's moving faster. Let's get in the circle. Because the closer it gets in, the faster it moves. Because you see how we're at the angle.
Another
Got
shield
that
thing.
P90.
You guys picking them up? Joey's is one right here. Two right here. Mushrooms
So
on me.
pissed I died.
I know, he thirsted you fast, too.
I
That's literally
know.
why
I
he died,
threw
because he was reloading.
threw grenades. I threw grenades and I knocked one person down with grenades, and then I turned and there was another guy right there. I hit him for 109, and then he just. Whatever.
I friggin' hit that guy with a rocket launcher and he was still alive. I'm kind of floored at that.
So
We
who has
got
it
a
on
hella
top right
build East 111. That's
Oh my gosh.
big boy.
That's our competition.
now? That's. Oh wow, I can't even see. Yeah, we should knock that down.
Mm.
My
Don't
palms
waste
are
your
sweaty, I
ammo.
got spaghetti on my
That's
chest.
just a waste of ammo.
Bro, so me and Brendan were at my house, just screwing around talking about the Eminem album, and he's trying to he was like, we were like, oh yeah, his palms are you said something like your palms are sweaty, and then Brendan was gonna do that joke where it's like, oh, spaghetti on his spaghetti already, spaghetti is spaghetti, he's not right.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, but all he said was, there's spaghetti. Wait, what did you say?
I said his palms are sweaty and his
palms are
spaghetti's on
sweaty.
his chest.
Said his palms are sweaty. There's spaghetti on his chest. Then he stopped and he just said that.
Oh, spaghetti.
So funny, dude.
Oh, spaghetti.
Hey, Joey, come to us.
There's vomit on his sweater already.
There's vomit on his
his
chest.
spaghetti.
Shit on my chest.
Mom's.
Hey, they're up there. They're up there, and they destroyed the build. They're still up there. I saw them. All right, Joey, give me your rockets now, please.
No freaking way! Oh my gosh!
What happened?
Oh, that was so close. I
really?
fell through like a tiny like.
Can you give me your
this hole
rockets right here?
This hole right here, I fell through it, and
All right, let's
I thought I was
change
gonna
that
die.
real quick. Just to make sure.
With the
Give me your
rockets,
rockets, please.
They're behind you, Brock. They're behind you, Brock. They're behind you.
They're in. Oh, I was like.
Oh
what
no,
the
I
heck?
fell through
Thank you.
that. Let's cover that up.
I would.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, again!
Joey.
No!
Alright, because you
No.
clearly need the help.
Well, just come around.
Again?
Joey, just come around.
I have no
Just go around.
sympathy
Just go
for it.
around.
I have
Just go
no
around.
sympathy.
Yo, oh my, I thought Brock was gonna fall for a second.
Just go around.
No.
Because
Like,
it's pointless to be up there.
for a half a second.
Bro, it would have been like.
see them up there?
tragic if all of
Yeah, you
died.
wanna push him?
Yeah, fuck it. Do it.
How'd you guys get down?
You guys need to get the high ground, anyways.
Joey, you better
Get
be
down
with
from
us.
here? How'd you guys get
You,
down?
you build. Just build.
Oh my god.
I saw.
What's going
Let's
on
just
right
wait
now?
here. Oh, there's a rift right there. There's a rift right there. Let's hit that rift.
Guys, do you have any meds
do it.
like bandies or anything? 'Cause-
Yeah, I got
Hey,
bandages.
V.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, dude.
Poor
I'm pissed.
How's
Are you
that
freaking
happen?
serious?
alright.
Oh, he sees you.
Let's run it. Screw it.
Yeah, I see that. Wow.
I'm doing it,
Wow,
I'm doing it,
nice.
I'm doing
Brock, just try to come back and we'll try to rift out of here.
Wow! What?
Whoa.
How did that guy get me? How did he get behind me so quickly?
Why'd you rift that, Brock?
Mother...
I'm a...
Dude.
Why did you rift that?
Because it was one dude.
I'm annoyed.
He
Double
built,
annoyed now.
He built, and I fucking... Oh, dude.
it. Dang,
Look at that.
I got
Oh
him.
my god, I knew it. I rocket launched the damn guy.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh.
It's a whole squad.
I'm risking it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh! What's singing
That
up
was-
in this mother trucker? Oh! Where is everyone? I don't know where they are. I'm panicking.
To your left,
One
Brendan.
by one. Whoops.
Threw a grenade in there.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where is
Oh, there's
he?
a rocket launcher right here.
That was Brent. That was Brock's rocket launcher.
I hear. Where is...
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Straight panic.
He left, Brendan. He's not in there.
Brent, there's a rift to go right here if you want to just come and grab it. And
Wow.
that was low key, dude.
What did you say, Joey?
That was low key a good match. There was only 7 people left.
That was terrible.
That was terrible because...
Bro, I'm mad, number one, because... I mean, never mind.
Don't blame it on other people, bro.
Bro,
You
it's just
suck.
stupid plays.
Why did you build right there?
That was
when you got
Loki's
sniped?
stupid.
Yeah, how come you
Alright.
built a little platform right there? I don't know why you did that.
I didn't do that as Brock.
Oh, I thought it was.
What are you
Brock
talking
like you.
about, dude? Bro, you stopped on the path. That was their path. And then I
No,
kept...
no.
And then you got sniped, and then I decided to make a way
No,
over
no,
to the
when
rift.
he got sniped. Remember when like when he got sniped. You guys were coming down to me and someone built a platform for some reason.
Alright, no stupid things. No taking fall damage
No, just
and then
like,
people have to stop and...
like just dumb stuff like, I mean, I guess it's uncontrollable, but like falling, like the whole mountain thing of falling, like that was just really like, really. I don't know, I sacrificed myself so I can give him meds. I guess
Why do you
I
gotta
just
be
have
a
to be
bitch?
wise.
You're that 12-year-old that knocks down the building and thinks it's funny, Sebastian.
I'm being super nice right now. Before we get down to jail, are you hungry? They don't answer the question. Yes. Then have a cup and shut the fuck up.
Oh, what?
Joey,
Before we
jump.
get down to the jail,
Oh,
are you
shoot.
hungry? Because the jail won't feed you. I'm being super nice right now. Before we get down.
He's driving and there's a person in the back, you know, like handcuffed and everything. And he's like, I'm being nice right now before we go to jail. Are you hungry? She's like, and I ain't falling for nothing or something. He's like, alright, fine, whatever, don't answer the question. He's like, yeah, I'm hungry. And he's like, have a cup of shut the heck up. Oh, it was just so funny the way he said it with his white privilege and everything. Guys, we're gonna die. I'm gonna line in the middle. 'Cause that's all I can get. Oh wow. No, Sebastian.
His mic is muted again.
No. Oh, they saw actually. Oh shoot. Dang, bro. Dang, bro.
Dude, how do you have full shield at the beginning of the match?
Dang, bro. Brandon.
He's-
Let's go.
Good job.
Baby girl.
I'm coming over to you.
Man, these fools had low-key loaded already, dude.
I know, dude. He started the game with 16,000 guns. Makes sense now. Thanks for carrying, Brendan. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Why did it just beep boop again?
Yeah.
Oh, because Sebastian disconnected, I think. Heck is that coming from?
I have no maps, guys. Just let me know.
Oh, he's trying to shoot us?
Oh, I'm out of mats too.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Whoa. Stop! Dude, hate not having a shotgun
Got
yet.
him for 64 and a headshot.
Hate not having a shotgun.
Take that, kid.
Oh, how did
Freaking, I
you
want
not die
that
for
kid's
that?
shotgun. Damn it. Hate not having a shotgun. Dang, you wanna share the wealth of those meds,
Got him.
Gibbs?
Oh, you got that kid?
Oh,
Do you have any sort of...
I have two.
No shotgun. Of course. You guys got a shotgun of any kind? At all? Anyway?
Where did his homie die? Since he was alone,
There's a green AR over here. Hey, where's Sebastian go? Did he like have mic problems?
He
again?
disconnected. He disconnected.
Okay, I got a mini for anyone. Does anyone want a mini?
Please.
Rock.
Please.
Grenade launcher. I don't know if you guys have that.
I'm the shotgun.
I'm gonna go to the houses in the back.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, they were already looted. So. At least the ones northwest were. And that's where the poor fort guy came.
Going up here. No, I was gonna get that chest. Your butthole. Medkit, please. Thank you. Are you gonna take the double barrel?
Take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Let me take this medkit first. Good friggin' gosh, they're all gonna come to rescue too. Watch.
Let's get on top of the fort. Awesome.
Shotgun shells, anybody? Brendan, do you have shotgun shells, please?
Yeah.
Not really.
Huh?
You have shotgun shells? I have 2.
So you missed them up here. They were up there, no? Oh no, I got them, I guess.
Well, I'm fine. Alright, let's go.
Bro, let's stay here actually.
People coming in a AT thing.
Hey, TK. Joey.
I'm going
They
to
suck. They're horrible.
If they're coming in an ATK, then
They're west, directly west, exactly. And
Hold on
that
for me, guys.
little 2x1.
I'm going to you guys.
They're
so you
white
guys
health.
can
One of
get
them was white health, and one's super low.
Yeah, I see what he's doing.
I'm going.
I hit another one with the sniper, white health. We should go push.
Did you say white health?
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
I thought I'm just used to hearing no shield.
Freaking to the right of us as well. Are you serious? Come on, man. Where you guys at?
Where's this guy on the right? Oh, I see him.
Alright, we're getting pushed on. Let's retreat real quick into risky. Whew.
Got one.
We're over here.
Where? We're in two. We're getting pinched.
It's alright.
Let's keep pushing these guys here.
I'm getting quality hits.
Knocked one over here west. I'm pushing. Would be great if you could help. Because I think there's multiple. Oh my gosh! What freaking weapon was that?
Got him, boy. Sheesh.
Alright, wait, Brock, wait for us.
Knocked another one. I'm super low. I'm
Bro,
8
you're
health.
by yourself.
Yeah, I know. There's 2 of them here. Dang it. Of course.
Are you getting killed?
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, Brock, or Joey, I need you guys right now.
I'm going. Oh shoot. Dang, bro, you finna get smacked. I'm right here with you though. I'm gonna get smacked with you, don't worry. I might have best. Why can't I build? There we go. I got the high ground, I have the high ground. Where are you?
Got one.
Thirst the crap out of that dude.
Oh, his
I don't know
homie
where-
left, I think, or he. No.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's down here. He's down here.
He's above.
Yeah,
Bro.
anything good.
Oh, he must be below, I guess.
Yeah, he's not up here.
He's in one of the. Oh, I found him. Ah, he's down here, bro. No. Dang, he's. I don't know if he's low, but he's definitely there. He's all the way on the bottom. All the way on the bottom.
What?
What happened? Hello?
There were two squads. I thought that they were. I said there was people west, and then there was people like northwest, and they handled the people northwest, and I was shooting at the people west, and they got me. And then they came, and then they got them too.
Damn.
Bro, why is Aaron Rodgers so fragile?
I know, right?
He's
Ridiculous.
so good. He's ridiculously good, but he's always getting hurt, dude.
I hate
Brendan,
people.
we'll do
Alright.
that.
Alright, real talk, Joey. Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
I'm a Tom Brady fan, but
Let's
yeah,
go! Let's go!
hard.
Let's go!
Like on
I'm a-
paper, dude, Aaron Rodgers like all the way, but like IQ, dude.
What do you mean
Like-
on paper? Like in
'cause,
terms
dude,
of
he's
athleticism?
fast.
Like
Yeah,
athleticism?
he's
And like
fast,
naturally
he can-
gifted with your arm?
Yes,
with his
like,
arm?
he can throw.
He's definitely
like,
the best thrower in the history of the NFL. I'm
dude,
sure of it.
I'm so amazed at the throws this guy, because like his throwing form is so like
It's so
very
pretty.
unorthodox. Like
No, but it's
just,
so
like,
pretty.
like,
It's
he'll
so
flick
pretty.
it and launch it 70 yards. I'm like, where the
Yeah.
frick did you get
It's
that
literally
from?
like he literally does like the flick of the wrist. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
It's
like
so, like-
when he's moving out of the pocket, he's so accurate. I mean,
It's crazy.
it's ridiculous. But Tom Brady, dude, the way he gets the ball out of his hands so quick, the way he can make any receiver around him better.
They got you, flicker. Fucking loser. They got you, flicker.
Brady is the best of all time. Like I would
Yeah.
just, that's
He's the great. Do you think he's the greatest of all time?
Yeah, I think so for
Good.
sure.
I think he's
Brady.
been the greatest of all time for the last like couple of years, honestly.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
who?
think so.
Yeah.
Same.
Tom Brady.
Brendan is a Packers fan. So,
Oh, he is. Nice.
yeah, poor guy.
Wait,
I think if Rodgers had better health and a better system, I think he'd finish like top 3 all time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't know, man. They're both so good, and like IQ wise, they're both up there. Definitely Tom Brady's higher, but
Can we win? Can we all land in the same place and then
Yes,
just
let's win.
dead?
Let's just win. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose right now. I'm landing Trump. Everybody try to land Trump.
Do you see the Patriots? The Patriots and the Packers are playing this season
no way.
in like week 7 or something like
Let's
that.
hope Aaron Rodgers makes it to week 7.
I know, for real. But that's gonna be like a matchup because they never really play against each other.
Yeah,
I
they've
feel
been,
like it's a- I
once
feel
or
like
twice
it's-
before.
I feel like it's a rivalry that's never been a rivalry. It's just like a rivalry of debate.
So
True.
unfortunate, dude. But I'm
Yeah.
landing clock tower, by the way.
No, I
I'll
said
make my way
land
over
Trump.
to you. Sorry, I'll make my way over to you.
Oh my god, I'm going clock then too. Fuck it.
Bro, he hasn't. Hit
Go ahead,
him,
literally.
hit him, hit him, hit him. That's hilarious, bro.
What
You
if
guys
I
get
say?
How did the noob beat us to the loot? I'm so dead.
Where's
Did you guys
friggin-
take a rift? Do you guys take a rift?
Brendan, who got you? I don't even wanna.
I'm raging.
Bro, do you remember Julie Giza, Brock?
Yeah, I just went to a party with her.
She's doing Primerica now. Oh,
What
I
is
finally got
that?
Swipe It. You never heard of Primerica?
No.
It's the scam that every post-high school graduate gets involved in and thinks they're gonna get rich off of.
Oh, wait, what
That's
is that?
It's a pyramid scheme. You guys never had anyone like talk
Like
to you guys
Jesse,
about
what Jesse
Primerica?
does?
Who is it that
Yes.
Jesse?
Like
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. There was one out of high school. There was one out of high school that was in my high school that was like it was something called like Go Green. And he tried to like recruit me on Facebook and everything, and he promised me like thousands of dollars like that I made every day, and I was like, stop. Just stop talking to me, please.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's essentially it's an insurance company, but it's a pyramid scheme, and it's so crazy how it works. Like, it's like you have to pay to start to pay to get your license and everything is like $700, and like if you don't sell a certain amount of like in a month, you have to pay those $700 again the next month or something like that. Like, it's just a pyramid scheme. Like, and you're selling insurance supposedly, but like they promise you like riches. They promise you, oh, are you looking for a part-time job that'll pay you over $3,000 a month, that type thing. It's like, you need help paying for college, and like they'll call you and they'll set appointments up with you, and like they will, like I knew a kid who's still in college who like he was so into that, dude, and they fool them so hard, dude. Like, I mean, they'll go dressed in suit and tie, to their job. And anyway, Julie Giza is involved in that. She's like, hi, I'm selling insurance for Primerica. If anyone needs, life saving or life insurance or retirement policy or something, let me know. It's like, dude. Make it if you're at the top of the pyramid scheme, but
It's what's definitely fun if we can get a dub. That would be fun.
I got recruited by one of those. I was at Chick-fil-A, I was working, I was in the drive-thru. Some lady comes up, she's like, you look like a really well-spoken young man who is very ambitious, and I'm like, thanks.
Did you like working at Chick-fil-A?
I still work there, dude, I love it.
Yeah, I bet it's... Do you get free Chick-fil-A?
No, I don't. But
Oh, that's.
I just, it's such a rush, dude, because it's so big. Why are we?
Yeah, I
who
bet.
marked that?
I
It's
didn't.
so
I.
big, dude. But it's so fun.
I bet. Dude, Chick-fil-A is the best fast food place ever. Ever.
Well, on the 7th day, God made Chick-fil-A, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
his mic's
exactly.
not working. Brock's mic.
Who's?
Damn.
How do you? Why?
Again, a weak
Alright.
sauce. Tell him to connect it to the mic.
Yeah. You said weak sauce. It's like Brock tried to like combat me about Chick-fil-A with In-N-Out, but it's like you can't compare In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A.
They're like
two different-
They're very different.
They're like different species. It's not even the same thing at all. They're like two different entities. They don't even sell the same stuff. So it's like,
And even their fries are the same.
yeah. Like if you're gonna compare one with one, compare like Carl's Jr. with In-N-Out, even though it's stupid to compare that, but
You know what's super
Five
underrated?
Guys.
Five Guys is okay. I just think their fries
Way
are too
better than
greasy.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, but their fries are too
bro,
greasy.
I'm gonna get out of California,
fact.
dude. You don't deserve to be here anymore. No, you know what's
Dude,
low-key super good?
In-N-Out is pretty overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely not. Perfectly underrated.
If you had this thing called
Hello?
Whataburger, oh my god.
What'd
What'd he say? I don't have a gun.
Bro, stop. Hold on, we'll talk about it later. Hold on.
What?
He literally just
What are you
called me
trying-
to say, he goes, tell them to stop lying about what I said. He's like, I've never said that.
Yes, you have. Yes, he has. Oh my what? Get him on the chat. Get that bitch ass on the chat right now.
Oh my
Where are we gonna
gosh,
push from?
dude.
I'll get
Let's
smacked
throw
so
my
hard.
controller. What
Dang, dude. I had like a freaking
Dude, yeah,
yellow
green.
pump or a gold pump or something, dude.
I'm not even gonna revive Brock after that now. I'm not. Dude, I'm about to kill this guy with a pistol. Watch this.
There's two of them.
Well, he's one pumping everyone, so. Build a wall in front of your stairs always.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I
they're
hit
getting
him for
attacked from someone
24.
else. They're hashing it out with someone
I
else.
see,
I
I
guess.
see. Oh, damn it. That was so close.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, you motherfucker, I told you Whataburger and In-N-Out, not Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out, dumbass. Why would I compare the two?
Brock,
Why
shut the
would
fuck
I
up. Brock,
compare
shut
the
the fuck
two?
up. Brock,
That
shut the
makes
fuck up for a
no
second. Brock, shut the fuck up for a second.
whatsoever.
No, that's what I told you. That's what I told you. Brock, we were going to In-N-Out, and then I mentioned Chick-fil-A, and you were like, bro, In-N-Out is way better than Chick-fil-A, and I was like, bro, you can't even
You're
compare those
literally
two.
high.
Stop.
You're literally
Stop.
fucking
Bro,
high.
stop.
Stop drinking.
Stop
Don't
it.
drive home
Stop.
tonight,
Dude,
Sebastian.
stop.
Don't drive
Shut
home.
the-
Call an Uber
Bro,
because
stop.
you are
Stop. You're
shit-faced
actually-
fucked
Stop.
up.
You're actually low-key pissing me off right now. You're actually low-key pissing me off right
You're
now.
I
both
never
salty.
said that. Why
Like-
would I say that?
I
I
know. That's
never
why.
said
That's why I'm
that.
saying it because it's so stupid. Stop. All right. I'm done with
Dude, you were talking.
I'm
No,
done.
you're literally talking about someone else. You're talking about someone else.
I'm literally not reviving you the next time you die, just to punish you.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
cool,
reviving
because
you.
you always die before everyone anyway.
No, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Bro,
literally-
dude, I never said that. I
Yes,
never.
you did.
ever
Yes, you
said
did.
that.
We were in and out.
Alright.
Remember, me and you got in and out
Alright, you
together,
know what?
and we were comparing.
When did we get
we
in
were
and out?
comparing-
When was this?
What do you mean? Whenever you showed me in and out, what are you talking about? You took
All
me
the
there.
fucking. Are you talking about 2 years ago?
What are you?
How do you
are
remember some
high?
shit like that?
Are you high? Oh my god.
When did we get in and out? When
Stop.
did we get in and out?
We were
Refresh my
literally,
memory.
no, Brock, remember? Brock, listen to me right now. We were literally comparing fast food restaurants, remember? At first, we were comparing In-N-Out and Whataburger, remember? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Brock, okay. And then we started talking about Chick-fil-A.
Wait, where were we? But where were we?
We were at In-N-Out, you creep!
When?
Like,
When was this?
Jesus! Whenever you took me and then I asked you what the secret menu was, and you told me that it was like the whatever it was. Remember? You showed
I hope
me,
that little
you
pause
showed
gave
me-
you time to cool down.
Remember you showed me what
Okay.
that secret menu was? The secret
Okay.
menu at In-N-Out. Remember you showed me that? Come on.
Yes.
You don't,
Yes,
you're like,
but I
you're
don't
eight-
remember
you're
when
eight-
that was.
You're 18. You don't have Alzheimer's, please. Like, bear
I'm
with
not
me for a second.
18. I'm
Like,
19
whatever-
and a half.
what-
He said I'm
Whatever the
19
fuck.
and a half. Okay.
Bro, okay, so we ended the Whataburger conversation, and then we mentioned Chick-fil-A, and then immediately you said Chick-fil-A was better than Whataburger, and then I literally told you they are two completely different things, and they cannot be compared.
You said you just contradicted
agreed
yourself.
with me.
You
And
just
then you
contradicted
agreed with
yourself.
me. And then you agreed with
You
me.
just contradicted
What are you
yourself.
talking about?
You did
Because
say
at
Whataburger.
first you said In-N-Out, not Whataburger. You said In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A, and now you're saying Whataburger and
No,
Chick-fil-A.
sorry, I meant
Yeah.
no. I said we were having a conversation about In-N-Out and Whataburger, and then it changed to In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A, and then I told
Okay.
you
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And then you agreed
I'm
with me.
willing to maybe
Stop.
accept that this conversation happened, but for you to literally bring up something that easily happened a year and a half ago and to remember that, I gotta praise your memory, because like I don't remember specific conversations of
Bro,
like.
you were the first one to show me that secret menu on In-N-Out. How do you not remember that?
Well, is it when? Because the only time I can remember us all
Yeah,
going is
squad
when
line,
we
yeah.
all went with
Here they
the
go, here they go,
squad,
here they go.
with the whole
No,
class.
dude, it was just me and you. It was late at night. What are you talking about?
Late at night. No, I'm genuinely trying to remember right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Move.
Dang, I got smacked, bro.
Dude, seriously? Joey, help me. Get this kid. The wall is super.
Oh,
I
my
knocked
mats.
one, I knocked one, I knocked one.
I'm gonna go from behind him because I have no mats.
I get this boy. He's gonna thirst me probably.
Oh, I have a.
He just.
Oh, he's out.
Brock,
Dude.
come in here. Brock, come in here. Come in here. Come here. Get in the
Bro, I'm
house.
at
Get in the
25
house,
HP.
Brock.
No way, he killed himself. He launched himself out off the map.
Stay. Brock, stay, stop.
I'm dead.
Brock, I have a medkit for you. I have a medkit for you.
Good friend. Alright, I'm trying to take a win. I'm literally like,
Alright,
I need
there's
a shotgun. That's so
Hey,
cool.
Brock, you literally told me I died. I died before everyone else, but I have a kill.
Alright, buddy. No, you know what? Fair, because you
Yeah,
revived
boy.
me, and
Dude, I
you were a
pushed that
good
guy
person
so
about
aggressively. That was so
Fair.
awesome.
Yeah.
Fair.
Y'all missed that. Wait, who's shooting? Who's
No, I
shooting?
saw you. Someone shooting?
I heard a shotgun go off.
Oh, I
I
just
didn't
got.
know you well.
I just got. Oh my god. Was that you, Brendan? Jeez, I know it's always you.
Friggin' MO, dude. You get boogie bombed, it's never the enemy. Nobody picks that up.
Bro, I literally just got boogie bombed though, and he almost died. Not even kidding.
I saw that, I came to save him.
Chocolate shells now.
Not really.
Barely.
Y'all got any meds,
Barely.
dude? Any bandies or something?
I got bandies and a mini.
Oh, yeah,
Brock,
I'm
I
missing
gave you. Hey,
bandies.
Brock, did you take the medkit I gave you?
Yeah, here, you want this mini? Take this. Behind you, Sebastian.
I don't need minis.
Oh. Well then, what? Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was like
Brendan, you need
camouflage.
bandies.
I think someone got healed and ran away, because I knocked someone and then I didn't get the kill for it though.
There's a blue pump down here. Gold minigun. Low key. Gonna take it so we can smack.
Low key.
I'll be suppressing fire today. Oh, medikit, let's go. Brendan, I have a medikit for you.
Wait, let me get that.
How come there's no
Whoa.
shotgun shells anywhere?
There's
Hey, I
that
have
blue.
I have a launch pad, by the way.
Let's get it. Make it. Make it. Make it. Make it. Make it.
Over
Make
here,
it.
over
Make
here.
it. Make it. Hey, make it. Hey, bro, you have a make it. Hey, bro, you have a
Down
make
in
it.
their room.
Make it. You have a make
In
it.
the room.
Make it.
That blue pump. Did we loot everything, guys?
I think so.
A bunch of C4 on the ground that I want to
So
take.
I have a launch pad if we want to use it, whenever.
Sick.
I think we could probably find a
Wait, Brock, are you still
a
there?
rift.
Are we driving around the ATK?
Brock is off again.
What's up?
Oh, you're
He's
still
here.
there.
He's here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Okay. Can you build a ramp there, Joey? Or Sebastian?
Where? Oh yeah.
Right in front of us.
Yo, we can probably find a rift.
Go. Brock, go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
So, Jibs, you in?
Alright, golf ball time. Golf shot.
Look for rifts, guys. Look for rifts. Can I actually use loud freaking thing?
Yeah, we come to loot, boys.
I'm sorry, I saw a blue pack and I needed it.
Well, blue pumps are high-key better.
Heck no.
You can take that, Sebastian, if you
You
want
don't
it.
want that? You don't want that?
No, I'd much rather have the tack. I fucking hate the double barrel now.
Yeah. Savage.
I'd literally take a gray tack over the double barrel.
Okay, now that's a done.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm just showing my hatred for it, you know?
He's like, that's dumb. Oh, you know what? I'd rather have a blue pump though, real talk.
I don't know about that. I like low-key hate the pump even more. What's in that purple vending machine? Sniper? Sniper? Oh. Hey buddy, how you doing?
What's in the purple vending
You
machine?
don't want that?
Suppressed
Hey, let's
pistol
move, we gotta go.
And, I have moss. There's look for it in the freaking rifts, guys.
No, we're forked. We're just gonna have to run and take the
Guys, we
damage.
have
the
we have the
ATK.
freaking, yeah.
Someone go
Where
get
was
it.
it?
It's
Where is it?
I'm gonna get it right now.
back at the beginning, guys. You guys are gonna... Okay.
By the time I get it and everything, it's gonna be...
Joey. Well, at this point, your best bet is to get it, so...
I know.
I know I'm like barely
Oh.
making it right now.
Me and Brendan will make it. Sebastian will like barely make it. There's apples here, though.
Drive fast, Joey.
Trying.
Hurry, Brendan, let's get in this tractor. Oh, that tractor gave me so much trouble.
I lost so much life. Wow.
So much life has been lost.
Y'all got bandies?
Nerp. Sorry. We're gonna have to just keep going. Fucking, we're stupid. Sebastian had a launch pad.
Yeah.
I have the ATK right there if you guys still want to take it.
I mean, we have also. Have a
No, I
launch
think
pad
we
that
should
can
go
use.
and wait for take his launch pad.
No, let's get the HCK, the ATK.
I'm gonna go get it again, I guess.
The guy with the lowest health goes back.
I know, for real.
Oh shit!
What?
Look at how friggin' the tires bounce you so high in here.
I know, dude. I love doing that.
Hey, I hear shots. I hear shots. North,
Yeah.
I think. Is there anyone in this, like, 3x3?
No batteries in that house.
Find out.
Are we going up? Someone rifted. Wait up. Are we not getting on? Okay.
I'm just seeing if there was bandies anywhere. I'm really low, guys.
They're right there.
Yeah,
We need
I
to.
see it. Oh,
Where?
Where are they?
they landed over there. North,
I see
like,
75
northwest,
northeast. I see
337.
northeast.
Northwest 337.
Yeah, it's in the
Alright,
ATK. I'll drive. It's super low on
I
health,
think
dude.
we should launch pad high key.
We should.
Hi, Key, I'm gonna set it up now. Let's go.
Alright.
Launchpad, why?
Because look at the zone. We need to just skip over.
Guys, I have the
Bro,
freaking.
he has an ATK.
They're getting in.
I just never. We get in the ATK and we die.
You're
Don't go
right.
off a cliff, Joey.
Oh my
Joey.
Oh my god, the rock!
Hey, let's go.
We made it, dude.
Dude, we
Come on,
usually like
Brock.
it's such a hit and a miss, dude. I don't trust that. You're going the wrong way.
Where are you
Oh,
going?
oh,
Let me
oh,
drive.
oh,
Get
oh.
out. Get out.
I
Get
know,
out.
I'm
Get out.
driving.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
have the
Get
map.
out. Get out. Get out. Alright, I'll walk.
Get in.
Get out.
Yeah,
Seriously.
get
Get out.
No, it's
Get
I think you have the
out.
map. Get in, bro.
Bro,
Get
the
out.
storm is
Bro,
right
get
behind
out.
us. The storm is right
Wait, come
behind
on,
us.
come on,
Stop.
go.
Stop, please.
Go, dude.
I'm gonna go Ford Bronco. I'm so low on health. If you guys see bandies, like, please. The bandies in the house.
There's
Oh.
fighting.
Why did we just
There's,
jump out?
there's like, there's fighting and we're just being loud. Oh, there's a blue pump in here if anyone wants it.
Coming with you, Brock.
Yep. They're
I'll
like
take the ATK up there.
shoot.
Are they?
Super long range battle. You see that northeast?
Oh, yeah.
I found bandies, Joey.
Yeah.
On me.
Hey, they're right here. They're right below us.
What? They are?
Oh, they took a rift. They took a rift. They're rifting up there. Do you see them?
Yeah, they're going that way.
I'm about to snipe his ass.
Oh, I got 19.
Watch out. Watch the storm. Storm. Storm.
Yeah.
Where's the bandies, bro?
Oh my
On the
god.
top of the L's.
I just fell.
Oh.
I just fell like an idiot.
This is not our best round.
But it'll work, it'll work. We're all alive. Sebastian and I have bandies here.
Oh, here, give him
But
to me.
actually not,
in
I
a
only
minute.
have, no, I don't have any left. Never mind.
Thanks, bro.
I have a slurp for someone.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
Where are you?
I'm inside this brick.
Oh, you're still in Tilted.
I'll take that.
One over here with me, guy.
Purple vending machine. Let's see what's in it.
Your AR.
Scar
I
for
wanna get-
300.
300 what?
Purple heavy for...
Brock, stop.
300
Hold
wood.
up. They're not coming yet. They're in Tilted still.
Oh, that's staying into it. Wait, what's the vending machine?
300 wood for bubble heavy.
No, it's 300 metal.
Hey, can I get
No,
that? Can I get
300
that
metal
slurp?
is
Can I get
scar.
that slurp, or did Joey take it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That is,
0 wood.
Wait, Joe, you took it?
No, I
No, I
can give it
didn't.
to you.
Okay, thanks. I'm right here.
anyone have a fireplace? Maybe?
Anything else good in that vending machine, or what?
No.
Purple sniper, purple scout for 300.
For 300 what?
Metal.
Hey, I have a. Hey, I'm gonna set up the launch pad. Or should
Well,
we?
let's go.
Should I?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, let's save that for
Save the
anything.
launch pad for an emergency.
Alright. Well, let me
Actually,
stick together,
Sebastian, would it
stick
be
together.
cool? Sebastian, would it be cool if I hung onto the launch pad? I can place it the fastest.
It's not necessarily
And
true.
that's again, just it's fact, dude.
No, it
Here,
isn't.
I dropped it. I dropped it.
I have to click one button and then
dropped
I
it.
can place it.
Brock, I dropped it. Brock, I dropped it. I dropped it.
Alright.
Well, I mean,
Where is it?
as a console player, you can do the same thing. You just have to set it.
So is yours set?
I can.
Where is it dropped, Sebastian?
It's just out there in the middle of it.
Can I have it, please?
Someone else.
Uh,
Hey, up there on Tilted. I mean, on top of Loot.
he dropped it already.
On top of Loot.
Yeah,
you get it
I
already?
have it. I got
On
it.
top of
Yeah,
Loot Lake,
they're in
Loot Lake.
Loot Lake. I don't have
We could've lost
anything.
it.
Hey, Dave, he fell in the water. He fell in the water.
Oh, bro, let's launch pad to the back of the lake.
Dude,
Hey,
we should,
big
yeah.
shield right
We
here
should.
for somebody.
We should. We
Uh,
should.
yeah.
Hey, Brendan, big shield.
Hurry,
Right here.
and then launch pad to the back of
Hey,
the
low
lake.
key, let's launch pad to the back of the lake. Yeah, low key, let's do it. Let's push
Brendan,
it.
hurry, Brendan.
Come on, let's
hurry.
go. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I think we should wait.
What are we doing?
Why would we do that?
Because they're moving away. Because they're trying to go to the back. Because that's where the circle's gonna
Where?
be.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We need to
Decide.
move.
Decide.
I say land back here. You
Guys,
feel me?
guys.
Okay.
Alright,
Brock
let's go
has-
to the
Get
buildings.
over where I'm
pad.
at.
Yeah.
Place
Yeah, I
it.
know,
Get on
Place
top
get
it.
of
over
the
to where
buildings.
I'm at.
Get on top of the buildings.
On top of that. No, that's
Oh.
not safe. Get over here to where I'm at so we can chill
Whoops.
for a second at least.
I'm gonna fall. Oh my gosh, that storm, bro.
Oh, I made it.
Alright,
Oh my god, like sitting ducks
Why
right now,
are
right
we,
here.
oh my gosh.
let's go.
Like
Why,
sitting
where
ducks
it's
right
safe?
now.
Are you serious, bro? They can't knock down a building, but they can knock down this.
Let's go,
freaking
come on.
thing. Oh my gosh.
Purple
Literally a
vending
waste.
or gold vending machine right here.
Watch the
I
snipe.
don't think that was a waste at all.
Oh, P90,
What's
bro.
in here?
I need
What's in
gold,
here?
Good.
gold
Dude, I
P90.
want one so badly. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough.
Try to save your mats.
Yeah, you're right. It's not worth it. I want to save my mats.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Hey, does anyone have AR ammo?
Sebastian,
AR
take
ammo?
these apples.
Oh, no.
AR ammo.
Oh,
now.
my bad.
I'm gonna pick up
Deal
these
with it.
minis. I'm gonna pick up these minis.
There's Sebastian.
Oh, there's loot in the middle of the house, the loot lake.
Okay, give it to me. Give it to me.
That's all I can really afford right now.
Thanks, bro. That's fine.
I see people east. East 75.
Yep.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Yeah.
I think they're pushing somebody. You want to push up? Let's just push up.
We should push them.
Yeah,
We
let's
should,
push
yeah.
north
Oh, I'm
northeast
down.
30.
I got sniped. I got sniped. Oh my god.
From where? Dude?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh, now from
Jeez.
behind too. From everywhere.
We are
Now they're
getting
pushing
hit.
us.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
Bro, we're getting pinned so hard, bro. Alright, this is it, boys.
I knocked one. Dang it, I hit him.
Ah, he's so low, bro. Dude, they're building like crazy. They're not even building that good. They're not even that good. Dude, what happened? Did we get punched or did we just get slammed?
Wow.
Oh,
Cool, dude.
Of course, Brendan's the last one. Per usual.